All right, welcome back to Coping Mechanisms. This will be episode 18 with Heath Flathau. Heath is somebody that's become a recent acquaintance and friend over the past year and a half or so. We live in the same area out in the greater Asheville area of the Appalachian Mountains. He is the head coach and founder of AG Performance. That's Anabolic Ginger. He goes by that on Instagram as well if you want to give him a follow. Has a master's in kinesiology. He has a Bachelor of Health Science, and he's also a certified strength and conditioning specialist, as well as a former D1 soccer player. So, cool guy. Very interesting stuff, a lot of overlap in some of the stuff that we're interested in, and values and such, and just somebody that I'm able to have some cool health and wellness discussions with, which is, a big part of what I want to be able to bring to this show. Other creators and people who speak on this stuff to be able to hopefully have more nuanced discussions, which becomes a running joke of this podcast because we say nuance like 50 times throughout it. I think there's a real need for that, honestly. I don't see enough of that, unfortunately, online. Everything's got to be dogmatic. It's got to be black or white, tribal this, tribal that, whether it be in politics or health or, whatever. So we have a lot of really interesting little rabbit holes in this, as well as getting to know Heath and his story and how he became, the person that we see here today. We met in a pretty crazy way. We tell the story at the end of the podcast, but pretty random, bumping into each other. He followed me because he heard me on a radio show like a year and a half prior, ran into each other at a very low-key waterfall spot like an hour and a half away from where I live. So pretty cool little synchronicity, just cool when people come into your life at the right time, and Heath is one of those guys. Definitely grateful to know him. I think he's a really good voice in the health and wellness space, one that's needed, and I think he's somebody that you guys can get a lot of value from. So give him a follow on Instagram, check out some of his stuff, some of his programs work. He does online coaching through AG Performance, and I think you can find all that stuff on his Instagram. But yeah, I also have to preface, this is one of the best conversations I've had, and also one of the biggest technical blunders that I've had. Just kind of the cost of solo producing the podcast, which I'm sort of at times regretting the decision to do. There's just a lot of moving parts, and I did lose two of the angles actually for a large chunk of the podcast, but luckily we had some other angles going, and I was able to get the audio from the whole thing and save that. So, I was very tempted to just scrap the whole thing, but this is an exercise in mindfulness, as I say in the podcast, to just, allow things to be imperfect and not let that stop me from getting out a really good conversation and just continuing the journey of growing and learning and doing the thing, so to speak. So just want to let you know, I do lose an angle, but the whole conversation is there, and it's really worth sticking out. It is legit one of the best conversations we've had on this show so far. So without any further ado, this is Heath Flathau on episode 18 of Coping Mechanisms. Thank you. Live now. Dude, how you feeling?
Pretty good, yeah. Awesome. Like I said, caffeinated and ready to rock.
We're hella caffeinated. Yeah, we've been hanging out for like the last hour and a half, so we can't like dap up and be like, oh, hey, man, nice to see you. But dude, super stoked to discover of this past hour and a half. I mean, this is only the second time we've been around each other in person. We've talked a bunch online. Even though we live in the same area, we just both suck at socializing, I guess, as most young men do now. Mm-hmm. We'll get into that at some point. But dude, over the past hour and a half, we've just been like lightly talking, trying to save most of it for the podcast, but have discovered that we have a ton in common. Super stoked to find out about that. You have this whole like backstory with soccer that I relate to a ton. Really, I just found you to be a health guy, and I'm super, super stoked to just discover that we have a lot of shared values and think about things in a very similar way. I think that you really represent, I guess, what I see the need for in health and wellness, like as the next generation is sort of taking over. But yeah, let's get into it, man. I want to hear your backstory a little bit. A lot of this episode is going to be about just kind of getting your backstory and introducing you to the Coping Mechanisms audience. And I think we're going to podcast a lot more. So I kind of want to just build that foundation, get to know you a little bit better. Yeah. Cool. So let's get into your story, man. So I know you as just like a strength and conditioning guy, as a health guy. Where did this start for you? Where did you grow up? How did you get here?
Yeah, grew up in the Deep South, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Shout out Hattiesburg. Really everything in my life ages from age 7 to probably 20, 21 was all soccer. And I know we kind of talked about that before, but every single decision I made was about soccer. So I can't lie and say like I got into the health stuff on my own. It was basically a vehicle through soccer. First started, you're always trying to perform as much as you can. So that was kind of like the first step of getting into the health space, was like, how can I get stronger, faster, better at soccer through health, which we can talk about that later. Is that even health? Probably not. It's more performance, and there is a a thick line there.
Yeah, pretty thick line.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
thick for mental health, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, no, soccer was basically the vehicle through which my life moved, for better or for worse. There were times where it was good. There were times when it was bad. But soccer took me to college. I went to University of Alabama, Birmingham for 3 semesters and then transferred to Asheville to finish my soccer career. And kind of just throughout that time, just picking up different kind of, I guess, seeds of different health things, like whether that's performance, mental health, nutrition, and then just kind of transferring that into real life, because sometimes soccer and college doesn't feel like real life. So just moving that on and into now. And yeah, I mean, not to go too deep into childhood, but yeah, I would just say soccer was everything, and now it's not, and kind of still dealing with those repercussions.
Where'd that come from? Did like your parents push you hard, or just
No.
like you're like, this is my life?
Yeah.
Really?
So I played. They signed me up when I was like 4.
Okay.
I hated it, and I would just dance. I would like pick flowers and dance on the field. And I quit, and they let me quit. So they weren't like pushing me.
Yeah.
And I would just like go to my brother's practice, and his coach, my dad was his coach, and another guy named Jesus. Shout out Jesus. He kind of like rekindled my love for the game, and he would just kick the ball with me, and then I came to love it. And yeah, ever since then, just boom. Mine was made, never looked back. Parents were so supportive. Like they didn't push, but I pulled, like, and they supported whatever I wanted to do. And we probably won't go this direction with the podcast, but youth sports in America is a shit show. And so we were traveling every weekend, doing all these. That is a whole
topic to get
into. It's a 4-hour podcast.
So were you doing travel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to drive 3.5 hours to practice my senior year of high school.
You're deeper than me. Mine was like a good hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, Costa Fe, like
that's what it took.
Yeah.
Like there's no other option.
It does like push a different level. When did you get into travel?
I think I was 11.
Yeah. I think I got in when I was like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Shit changes when you get into travel ball. It's different. Those coaches are trying to train kids for college specifically.
Yeah,
so
100%.
It's like a different level.
Yeah, and it's this whole thing of development versus games, and it's like, which
it becomes a career. Like you're a kid with a career.
Yeah, you should be
almost,
a kid
right?
though. You should be just playing in the street. That's why we do get outperformed by all these. Keep staying on soccer, like in the World Cup, because you have all these different countries that have different styles, because the kids just play and they're not taught from a top down. It's all bottom up. But that's a whole nother. That's a different tangent. Don't get me rolling.
Sports philosophy thing to get into there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you get into it. You start doing travel when you're like 11ish, you said?
Yeah, I was driving like an hour and a half.
So pretty intense from the jump.
Yeah.
So,
but it never felt like that. That's the thing.
When you're a kid, you don't like I mean, I never even really conceptualized that I had like this career thing. I mean, it was a work for sure, but like I think now we can look back and realize like, holy shit, dude! Like a lot of your childhood was consumed by competition.
All of it,
yeah. It's really intense. So how did that start to like? Did you get into the health thing or the health and performance thing? Did you realize that younger, or did like for me, I like was genetically gifted athletically and technically dog shit because I would just rely on athletic ability. So like, I don't think I really took care of myself. My health journey in any sense didn't really occur until I started hitting the fucking brick wall when I was like 18, 19, 20. Where did this like whole performance thing come in? Like, was that a thing? Were you conscious of like how you were eating when you were 12 or like what?
No, not that early. I would say, probably 16, 17, really getting into it.
For performance though?
Yeah.
So like training and lifting and stuff?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was on the right track for lifting and training.
Would be shocked if you were.
Yeah, I mean, that there's a whole, not gatekeeping, but to get the right information, you're going to have to pay someone, and you're going to have to be lucky enough to have the right people around you. Another thing why I'm so passionate about this, I just want to get the right information out because I can help a kid like me that had no clue but had the work ethic. So no, I'd say around 17, 16, that's when my mom helped me out with the nutrition side and everything. Like they were very good on that. So just being conscious of what we're cooking for dinner, going to the gym, going to Planet Fitness, but just doing like the shittiest workouts ever, like nickels and dimes, which is 10 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, just to see how many times I can go, which isn't going to help me.
Holding crazy planks. Like,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Dumb shit.
Yeah.
I still roast people for doing planks.
Speed ladders, all this stuff that's just worthless down the drain. Yeah, and I'd say that's like when I got into it, and then when I got into college, hopefully you're lucky enough to be around a educated professional strength and conditioning staff. And I had a great one at UAB and a great one at UNCA. Shout out Stacy, shout out B-Rob. And they were 2 very influential people in how I thought about training.
Yeah.
And that was like, that's the switch flips. And you're like, oh, this is planned. This is for a purpose. Like, this is science. What
was that like, dude? Like, you had an unbroken chain from fucking that intensity. Like, I look back at like this like whole trajectory I was on. Mine got interrupted. Like, we can talk about that a little bit if you want. But like, you just went straight from the middle school into high school into college. Like, it was just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
What was that transition like for you? Because that's also like when you're starting to become like more self-conscious, more self-aware, you're becoming a man. Like, just bring me through that time.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's like I could almost, like, you talk about transitioning and being a man. It's like, and I kind of I hid behind soccer almost. I feel like, and now looking back, it's pretty evident. Like, I would use it as an excuse. Like, I wouldn't really hang out with my friends because I was working. So like I was training, like I couldn't.
Like normal social development.
Yeah, like I like, and I was a social kid. Like, I wouldn't say I was social, but it almost like hindered the transition from each phase. And like,
he was like, what is being a man, but like in context to society?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, like not being the closest friend I could have been, just because like I'm trying to go pro and I have these lofty dreams. But I guess to get more back on track, there's huge jumps from each level, and it's like a totally different sport almost, because you go from U13 soccer, you start noticing things like the level's a little high. Coach is demanding more. He may, depending on the coach, may cuss you out if you if you're not giving full effort or whatever, play bad, and then that goes to, if you're lucky enough, you kind of get picked for like a stage above travel team where like it's like a conglomerate of the kids in the area.
Yep.
And that's like, if I don't perform, I'm not going to play. And I'm used to being like, I'm the best player here.
Yeah.
Then you go to college and it's like, if I don't perform, I'm going to get cut. And then whole other thing, just whole other levels to it. And and it's hard if you're not introspective enough, and if you're not kind of pushing yourself, you can get lost in it.
Yeah,
and that happened to me.
Teaching us that our value is based on what we can do, which is like the core thing of like, I wouldn't even say it's like true masculinity, but like the idea of being a man or being a guy is like handed to us like that. It's like your value is based on how well you can perform.
Yeah.
And you better do it.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's weird, but it sucks, but it is necessary for, like, it is sport and I signed up for it. And so it's finding that balance of like, it's not ideal that if I have like one bad day, like depending on the coach, you can get chewed out and then confidence is low. It seeps into every aspect of your life, but like, it's what you signed up for. And then Jeopardy is fun. Like it kind of brings out the best in you if you let it. So
yeah, it's definitely not like all bad. Like it sucks sort of like as we're in like our mid 20s and like we have to like try to figure out how to be like a comprehensive man. Like, so we like have some developmental holes, but there's also a lot of things that like we get, you went deeper down that, but like even just from playing competitive sports, that you meet dudes who didn't play any competitive sports and you're like, holy shit, dude, like you don't know how to work on a team. You don't know how to accept criticism. You don't know how to push yourself. You don't know what it is to suffer and lose and keep face. Like, yeah,
those are huge things. And it's kind of trite and like overdone. It's like employers love like XD1 athletes, but I mean, you do learn those skills, especially the failure and like learning to grow. Those are probably the two biggest ones. Just like learning to, you give it your all, and if you fail, you fail. Like, that was something I was
growth
pretty
mindset. Right?
I was pretty, and I used to suck at that. Like I would get so bent out of shape, like cry after games, and when I was younger, and then when I wouldn't play well, just get so beat up or bend out of shape and all that. But just learning to be like, I gave it my all, and it wasn't good enough. But I tried my best.
Yeah, and that just takes reps, like the ability to fail and like realize that you're not gonna fucking die. Because if the first time that you fail hard is when you're 25, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely fucked. Or if it's like when you get your heart broken for the first time, you take
Yeah.
it out on that girl. Like the ability to go exercise that ability to be the desire and drive to be competent and the inevitable failure and finding the holes in your game is so fucking important.
Yeah. I saw something on Instagram. I think it was like last week. I'd heard a long time ago, but I forgot. And it was like, I try not to get mad because I'm either going to figure it out or there's nothing to do about it. And that's like, and that goes back to like memento mori and all that stuff. And it's just like, do your best, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Not what it may be.
Yeah, just like do what you can. And that's like there's very thin razor's edge between like, you know, I don't know. I have this thing I was writing up, but like actually Tim Ferriss just posted about it too, the issue with self-help, and it's like this fixation on like there's always something to fix means that there's always a fucking problem. And I just posted about this too, like the whole seeking is suffering thing and like just this tension. But I think it's still better to have gone through it and then you can find your way back versus I'm coaching a fucking 20-year-old right now who's like never pushed himself at all. And for me to try to teach this 20-year-old kid how to push himself, how to lose, how to fail, how to look at the holes in his game, realize that like his fucking ego, bravado, like chest beating shit like means nothing if somebody beats the fuck out of him because he mouths off to the wrong guy. And like it's just like, dude, your parents have unfortunately like hindered your growth in such a big way by protecting you from the things that you were shitty at because you didn't like them, which sucks. But yeah. So I mean, if you were to pick, like if I were to have sons, we have developmental holes in our life that we've had to figure out, but I'd rather them figure that out with the ability to understand the context of growth mindset.
Yeah.
Because at least you have the tools to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, you're always going to have problems.
Yeah.
It's can you figure it out?
What kind of problems do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So bring me back through that. What was that like going into college? The intensity ups again. I remember the development into U13 and U16. It's like, holy fuck. And then it's just like, it ups the ante so much. Never did it in college. What was that like?
I mean, like, there's no other way to really explain it. It's just a whole different level. Like everyone's there to play and to win and to fight for that scholarship. And like everything you do is tailored towards that. It's, it can be pretty difficult. And it depends where you are. Like my experience at UAB was just a totally different shade than my experience at UNCA.
How so?
I just felt way more at home at UNCA. I enjoyed all my teammates. We had a great culture. Everyone was there to do one thing. That was to win, to win soccer games. And at UAB, it just wasn't like that, which was definitely a culture issue, just from top down.
And that's a coach thing.
Yeah,
Coaches create the culture, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of problems with that. I'm not going to badmouth anyone, but it just wasn't the spot for me. But that jump to college, it's just everything's tailored to that, and it's hard to handle at times because, I mean, just you are there to play soccer. You're not like going home to your parents and like you have this kind of escape and this safe place. You're around your teammates all the time, which is great. Like it was a lot of fun, but that difficulty of it kind of being everything, which was partly a problem. Like I created that problem for myself. I made it everything. And I know I've kind of mentioned that a couple of times, but like I kind of hid behind the game, and just created this like monster of it, at times, which made it way more stressful than it should have been.
Yeah. And inevitably that will unravel.
Yeah. And it did.
What happened there? Like when was that?
Yeah. So that was probably my I had 2 senior years. First senior year, my second to last soccer season at UNCA. It was like a historic season for the UNCA guys. I think we were 9, and the final record was probably like 11-5 or something, which was better than like anything we've ever done before. And so we were having this historic season, but towards the end, like I just kind of hit a cliff performance wise, and it was weird because we were doing so well, but I wasn't really playing, and I just was kind of falling apart at the seams, to be honest. And
physically or mentally?
No,
emotionally?
mentally. Yeah, mentally and emotionally. Just for some reason it just started clicking. I was like, I'm done with soccer. Like this is probably like I think I.
And was there like kind of denial of that like maybe caused the falling apart? Like because you wouldn't let it go, like because you were attached, or what?
No, I really don't know. I can't say. I just like I started just was having a rough time and. It's really hard to say to me. I can't really put it into words.
Sometimes it's just time.
Yeah, and I
like,
think I do, and I'm like that. I'm a gut feeling guy.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and I are like exact opposites. Like I'm purely gut feeling, and sometimes I can't articulate things well. But I know what
story of my life, dude.
I
I'm just
know
like,
what I feel,
it
and I
just
know.
is.
Yeah, I know where I need to be, and I'm like, I think I'm done. I think this is it. Like I'm not good enough, and that's like I'm okay with that.
You went right into acceptance that you didn't have any like
no, not
resistance?
right. No. I was like on the floor crying.
Yeah, that's what
like I had a mental breakdown.
That's what I was asking.
Not a mental breakdown, emotional breakdown.
Well, there's like an attachment to this thing that you've built your life around that you're realizing like is over. Like, what was that like? Like that? It's like breaking up with a girl that you still love.
It was like a breakup. Yeah,
right?
It was tough. Because like I said, it was everything. Age 7 to that moment, I was like, this is what I do, and everything in my life, I align with this. I am a soccer player. Like I'm not Heath who plays soccer. Every Halloween, soccer player. Every time you ask me what I want to be when I grow up, soccer player. Like it's just what I was. I didn't know how to cope with moving on. And like so I had that whole episode. And
what was that like? Like what happened there?
It was after we played Furman at home, and this is when I wasn't playing as much, and this was like for some reason we always played Furman in the middle of conference. So we'd have conference. Furman was not in our conference. We had conference games, Furman, conference games. And I got some minutes in the Furman game because it was kind of throwing minutes to guys who needed some minutes. And I went in, I made like 2 mistakes, and they scored off like both, I think.
What position did you play?
Right back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know that pain.
Yeah, it sucks. It was like an iffy ball. I played it to like one of my best friends, Seth. Shout out Seth. Played him a ball, and like it bounced, I think, and I don't think he handled it the best either. But more of my. See, I'm still holding it in.
Sucks, dude.
And like they kind of went down. They scored. And it was just like after the game, I was just like on the bench, just like thinking. I was like, I think this is done.
You had to face it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Like
it's
you
over.
knew it was like undeniable at the point. Yeah.
Like if I'm not playing for UNCA and not playing well, it's like I just don't think I'll be pro. Like you got to look at the cards that I have. Like I'm doing everything I can to go pro and like just hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the story of my life. Like even when like past family members have passed away, it's like someone will tell me, obviously traumatic. Someone will tell you, and I just like sit there and then like nothing until the funeral, and then boom, it's done.
I relate to that.
I'm like bawling.
I relate to that heavy. I don't know about the balling part, but I don't know. There's just like this sort of inevitability with it where you're just like, okay,
yeah,
like this is what it is. There's like a stoicism, I guess.
Yeah.
I remember like the first like death I had like that I had experienced was my like grandmother, who was the closest person to me, and like my mom's like, if you want to break something or yell or like punch it, whatever. And I was like, the first time I've ever had this talk, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. It's just that's kind of how I operate.
But then like 10 years later, I am like bawling my
I
eyes
need
out.
some therapy. I need some therapy now, but I'm good right after. Yeah, no, it's so weird.
It's a compartmentalization thing dudes do. I think it's like part of like why we can like go to war and like your buddy dies. Like you're not going to break down right there.
Yeah.
It's this mechanism that we have. Like,
which is just wild.
It's a double-edged sword. It's a beautiful strength that allows us to continue on, defend our tribe or whatever, hunt the animal. But like, if you don't fucking deal with that, it will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a big moment in my life. Probably one of the biggest that I haven't really thought about in a while since right now until right now. Yeah.
So sorry, you are on the show. This is
what
we
yeah, it is called Cope. It is called Cope.
We
see a free therapy session.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get an invoice, don't worry. But okay, so like you went through that. How did you process that at the time? I mean, there was probably some compartmentalization because you are a young man. But
like
you said, like there's like some like kind of like breakdown shit. Like what? Like how did you grapple with that? What did you do? You had a girlfriend at the time, so you could kind of lean on her, vent with her.
I definitely talked to her about it, but I'm also one like we said, like I couldn't articulate it. So it wasn't much to say. Like I didn't know what it was. I just know I felt bad, and that sometimes that's what I struggle with as well. Like I don't know what's going on, but I know something's wrong. That gut feeling, but I had to really just suck it up because I mean you're on the team and it's about the team, and we're having this historic season. But obviously, I think guys could kind of tell that I was going through it, especially my roommates. Like
They know.
we made it to the conference final, and I'm just down.
Not there.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then you just kind of block it out, and then I think I just sat with it, and then I was kind of ready to go the next year and just enjoy the next year of soccer because I did have another year after that.
So like based on commitment?
Yeah. Yeah. But I wanted to. I did not want to end it like that. Like I was still okay playing soccer.
Yeah.
I just knew that
that level of drive was gone.
100%.
Yeah.
I like stopped working.
Like it's outside. there's you're not working towards the next level anymore. Was it easier for you then to like once you had the realization to kind of just settle into like maybe starting to have fun again?
Yeah. I think the last season I had a lot more fun. Which
was not a trip.
It was a crazy season though. Because the hurricane hit in the middle of our season, and we trained at UNCC. Okay. So that whole thing was crazy, but not getting into that yet. I totally lost my tangent.
Just that last year, having fun.
Yeah,
playing one more year after knowing you're done.
Yeah, I was just able to kind of still upset if like you're not playing as much, but that's just normal. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, just able to be like, yeah, this is it, man.
Yeah.
Like let's just play some soccer.
Was it like a limbo at all for you? Was it kind of confusing? Like trying to figure out like what now? Like what did you do?
Like after soccer totally done?
Just as you you have that realization that you're not reaching for this next level anymore, which is the primary. Not only was it your identity, soccer, but it also was the point, your North Star. Mm-hmm. So now you're like sort of in the middle of the ocean and you don't know why you're there.
Yeah, I'd say the next like 3 to 4 months it was just like floating. Like,
How'd you deal with that?
I'm one to just kind of keep going, and like I knew.
So you still had a path in front of you, which is school.
Yeah, well, I knew. Yeah, I'd get my degree and do I knew I wanted to do something in the sports world, whether that was like not coaching soccer, but strength and conditioning. So just kind of shooting for that. Yeah, that was really it. Just kind of keep going. But sometimes you're just so busy with the soccer stuff, you don't really think. I don't have. Yeah. But I was gonna say my tangent. The difference after I decided like I was done, because I was the guy that was like always training extra. Like guys would see me on the field or like in the like getting touches in against a wall all the time. Like even when we didn't have practice. But like by the last year and a half, that kind of fell apart. Which like was fine because I wasn't gonna waste my time. Like I still wanted to train as best as I could when we had training, but that switch from like North Star, soccer is what I do, to like
this is something I'm doing.
It's more of a hobby at this point that I love, and I love my teammates, and I had a great time that last year.
You have to have love for the game to make it that far.
Like,
no, it's just
you initially. It's a lot of people.
Sometimes there are people that just will accept what they're told to do.
Well,
there are those dudes out there, and I'm like, I don't know how you're a person.
I think everyone that goes to college loves it, but I mean, like we said, that switch from high school to college, it's a job. And a lot of people don't get that. Like it is. You're like an average day, you're like 4 hours with the team. You go in, you watch film, that's 7, practice, film from 7 to 8, practice 8 to 10, lift 10 to 11, 3 classes. Then like you got to get enough sleep, eat right at night so you're ready for the next day. And just some people aren't ready for that. Yeah. That's kind of the main thing. Like everyone can go train well and like work hard. But it's like, can you have a good attitude at film at 7 a.m. when your coach is just pissed at y'all because y'all played, we lost to a D2 team one time in the spring, and it was just like, can you?
Is UNC a D1?
Yeah.
Oh, big dog. That's different too.
Oh yeah.
That's real fucking different.
Yeah, I mean it's a job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, can you? And that was like a challenge, and that was what I was good at. It was like, can you just stay positive? Like treat it's like a game. Yeah. And that's kind of was like my attitude towards the end. Yeah. Like how positive can I stay? And like my last spring was really, really hard. This was after I had given up like playing pro. And for some reason the spring was just like, me and the coach weren't meshing, and like just which we usually did mesh, like had a good relationship, but the last spring kind of fell apart a little bit, and it was just like, well, okay, how positive can I stay? Like, can I keep the guys going? Because at the end, you're like a super senior. It's your job. It's like, and we had a great team where so many different captains, not official captains, but we had like guys that would hold the standard in training, guys that would keep things positive, such as myself and a couple other guys, and then like some guys that just led by performance. Like we had a goalie that's now playing. He's on an MLS Next team, like possibly going to go further because he's just that good. And it's like he wasn't a captain, but he led by performance, and I led by just trying to staying how positive I can. And so that was kind of my role towards the end, which I'm pretty proud of that I could.
Yeah,
keep
that means a
doing that.
lot.
Yeah,
because you can look back with like pride and like without, I guess, regret or resentment.
yeah,
'Cause, you
exactly.
gave
Yeah,
it your all.
Yeah, I didn't do as much as I would have liked on the field at times, like numbers.
I don't know anybody who's ever been like, I've done everything.
Yeah, no, that's the double-edged sword of
Yeah.
sports.
If you're actually a competitive dude, like it's
Yeah.
never really gonna be enough.
yeah, but like,
Unfortunately.
yeah, I mean, I just did what I could and
Yeah.
played my role.
Yeah. So we have this like narrative arc of that, and then we have like a personal arc as well, and then somewhere in between that we have like health. Right?
Yeah, yeah, interwoven.
Yeah. And probably weaving the two together, right?
Yeah.
So sports contextualizes the health thing. How is that like developing for you? Like, were you like, so you get into college, you start to realize that there's like a science to things, sort
Yeah.
of, and it starts to get like evoke your curiosity. You're also doing an exercise science degree the whole time.
Yeah.
So you're getting into the research, you're
Yeah.
getting into the weeds of like understanding like this as, I don't want to call it an industry, but as a field, right? So like, how did that develop for you?
Yeah, like you said, or like I said, started with just performance, like strength and conditioning, and that was probably first 2 years of my college career. Just like, okay, I like this, I'm interested, but not like obsessed. And then around right before I had like the breaking point, I probably got into like the quantum stuff. Jack Cruz.
Shout out, Jack.
Shout out Jack.
Cruz, dude.
Yeah, if you're watching this, Jack. Which, you know,
He's right about sunlight.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got
but
a
just
few
like going
things
down
good.
these like
Rabbit holes.
that weren't healthy for me, like a little too extreme, and just being fully transparent, just like not healthy for a young man, and nothing too crazy. I'm making it probably.
Yeah, people are like, holy shit, this dude was.
No, I wasn't in like any like crazy like I don't know, skinhead circles or anything, but like just like total distrust of science.
Yeah.
Like you would get with a Jack
Yes.
Cruz. Like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Some listeners may not.
Well, it's the realization that there's problems with the system, so then you go, fuck the whole system.
Yeah, it's like I'm just going off total tangent. It's like, and then like I was the guy that was like the Food and Drug Administration, and we don't have to talk about this, but like WHO, like they're trying to kill me.
Let's
like,
get into it.
They want to kill me. Like that's who I was at one point.
I'm a target.
Like, yeah, like they're telling me not to get sunlight because they want me to die.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the research is just kind of pointing us in
Jack
this way.
Cruz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's actually his problem, that he turns it into this like dogmatic antithetical war. It's like, dude, you don't need to do all that. Like we can critique the thing while also like looking again, nuance, right?
Yeah,
Like this is the thing that I was excited
And
as
that's
we're setting up, is like, holy shit, this dude
Yeah.
understands nuance.
yeah, and that's
the thing
what I
that's
didn't
missing.
have. I did not have nuance. It was like,
Brother, I was a
Okay.
fucking vegan like hardcore
Yeah.
for 2 years.
yeah, and
Like,
I was probably close to like going carnivore. Like just I was down that
Yeah,
hole.
yeah.
And it's like the good example is like sunscreen and sunlight. And I was big on the sunlight, and I've come to the realization like sometimes you're gonna have to wear sunscreen. I'm a ginger. Like I'm gonna have to just get a good sunscreen. Like that's the point I was missing.
And nobody talked about that until like a few years after the whole sun thing had like blown up. Like people were just like, once we actually got to the root of it, it was just like there are just certain additives in a lot of the sunscreen.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
But one thing I will say, like at least I have some skin in the game. Like at least
I think you have to be a fucking nut job.
Exactly.
Because at least you can, nuance like requires that you can speak to both ends of the pool.
Shout out my girlfriend for yanking me out of it, and
Mm.
like, it actually caused. We had to have a lot of conversations about it, and she helped me, and thank God. But it's like, and not I said thank God, like not thank God, but like I said, like I have skin in the game, and like there is a balance of like you gotta have some skin in the game, but I also should have applied a little more nuance when I was a stupid kid, and
Dude, our brains don't even fully develop until we're
yeah,
like at this age that we're at right now. So it's
yeah,
like, I mean, what could we really do?
yeah,
And I still think it's like cool to be able to like going through that transition. Same thing as like I'd rather somebody go through the difficulty of like having a really high competitive drive and then learn how to take that growth mindset and apply it to mental health as well as like physical performance. I'd rather go through that and be able to speak to both ends of that than never having gone there, because I literally was a fucking vegan, then like hardcore carnivore, and then I was like converting.
Well, they're the same thing. They're the
Dude,
same
they're the
thing.
same. Yes.
The pipeline
and
from carnivore it's mostly vegan to carnivore.
Yeah. And it's insane. The butter girl, the fucking chick just downing sticks of butter. She fucking poops once a month.
No,
and
I was
like,
on. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, it is so much of the same shit, and it's like you guys don't even realize it. You're just moving from one dogma, one religion to the next.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've just tried to apply more. It's like, okay, good example, saturated fat. And the whole thing, you see it all on X if you're in the circle. Mm-hmm. Saturated fat is a precursor to testosterone production. Mm-hmm. That does not mean you can down 100 grams of saturated fat a day. Mm-hmm. Like that's just, you gotta think a little bit. It's like
that's like one of the biggest ones where the nuance plays out the most. And it's like only when people can have nuanced discussions do we actually start to get to any points that actually make sense that don't have major fucking flaws in them.
It's just myopic.
Yeah,
it's just like so zoned in.
And to think that you're realizing one thing is myopic and then to go and do another myopic thing is just like that's not the fucking point.
I don't like that cult.
I'm gonna go to that I'm gonna go to this one.
I like that one.
These guys are jerking each other off. These ones are pissing on each other. Yeah. You guys had it wrong. I'm gonna go over here with these guys. They're chill, and it's like, dude, no, that's not the way to do it. But dude, yeah, I think, man, we could go on a tear about that.
We're already on a tangent. We were talking about how I got into.
I think we're on like we're on like a third tangent.
Yeah.
I want to keep going in that direction, but I do want to like pull out. So like you get into this stuff, and you start to develop just I would say the beginnings of a comprehensive understanding of health and wellness, right? Which involves some fringe shit, which is fine.
Yeah.
Again, I'd rather people touch both sides of the pool because now, what I was going to say, now you can speak to it on the other end. You can go to the person who's on the fringe and be like, I understand where you're coming from, but let's come over here. Yeah. And when I talk to vegans now, me just being always carnivore trying to convert a vegan, it never would have worked. No. But I can talk to them and say, I understand where you're at, but you should try this. I was there too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So you're developing this shift from performance into health stuff.
And I like and talk about shift, just like, and I think it would probably subconsciously like a rejection of like everything that I was going through. Like I need to escape performance.
This is growing up. I mean, this is the process of you becoming not only just like a young man, but now a self-actualized man. Yeah. And you kind of push against something to find yourself, right?
Yeah. Like I needed to like get away from like, I don't know. Like I said, I can't articulate it, but like just get away from this side. I got to go to this side.
Yeah. It's the hero's journey, leaving the known world into the unknown. You're going on an adventure.
Yeah. Exactly. And you pick up a lot of good stuff. Like sunlight is good. The unadulterated, like no sunscreen as much as you can handle. And for me, that is literally, if it's UV7, that's like 10 minutes. Yeah. That's all I can. And I still get a little red, unfortunately, and I try not to. But like taking knowing that saturated fat is good, and then learning
how much.
Gotta limit it, probably like 20, 30 grams a day, and then thinking fiber's stupid. Nah, fiber, I'm all in on fiber, 100%. Just all these things.
Flip back and forth on that one still, but
I'm on the fiber train.
I'm with it.
Gotta feed the gut.
Absolutely. We need what is it? Butyric acid.
Yeah.
Short chain butyrate. Yeah. It's important. Don't take that as me saying that you shouldn't.
Don't listen to him.
You need fiber. You do. I just
we can debate that.
Yeah. Well, there's so much that we like unravel in this stuff. But what was I going to say? Yeah, this pushing away from the known world, I think, is a really important part. As long as you do come to it with nuance and like responsibility, and I think that is so much of the world that we see now, with even like the I guess like red pill like new age male movement of like we were talking earlier, like Andrew Tate, clavicular, like all these dudes. It's like there was a legitimate correction from postmodern feminism that like maybe needed to happen because things went a little far in one direction. But holy fuck, they went way too far, and they took it in a weird direction. Yeah. But again, back to your story. So you start to go through this. When did you start to like realize that maybe you had gone a little far in that direction? Like, when did balance start to...
Yeah,
Was
right.
it the girlfriend conversations?
Yeah,
Like, was that it?
100%. It was around the election,
Okay. Oh, this most recent one.
the presidential.
Man, that showed some people their fucking shit. Huh?
Yeah, and I needed it. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't like. It was more. Yeah. I. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get the phrasing right.
yeah.
I wasn't some.
Careful.
Like,
I'm just kidding.
yeah. Don't clip this up.
Nobody. If they're on my show, they're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it would.
If you're making assumptions, stop listening. Go listen to somebody else's
Yeah,
podcast.
I was just too caught up in like the health world. I was not in a. I really like. I wouldn't say I was political at the time. I'm way more political now, but like my health ties were tying me to political affiliations
It's
that I should
weird
not
that
have
these
been.
things got
and I was probably
intertwined.
closer than I thought to go in some direction
To
that
dogma.
I didn't want. Yeah, that I did not want to go. So that was that was a big point, huge point, and it was a big kick in the ass. Mm-hmm.
Separation of church and state, though, is like real, and like just science from politics should be there. Like all these things have just become
It's
so
muddied.
mixed in because we identity politic everything.
I mean, bringing it back to clavicular and Andrew Tate, it really all goes back to COVID, and like because that's when science became political. Whatever side you were on,
dude. Yeah,
you had these two sides that. Before that, I feel like it was like I disagree with you, but all right. Now it's like.
It was fine.
Yeah, and I wasn't even in the space before that, so I can't
Yeah.
say, but I can't remember it being this crazy. It was like, oh, you don't like fiber? That's dumb. Now it's like, now you kind of disagree. It's like, oh, they're carnivores, so they're a MAGA freak.
They're Nazis.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Which,
I've
who
had
knows
people
the
tell
percent-
me that I'm red pill and conservative because I go to the gym. And
That's
I'm like,
the thing.
you
That's
don't
that's
even
another
know
example.
me.
I've seen like the examples of those articles from like I don't know. I don't want to
Dude,
say press, but
New York Times. I'll fucking say it. Fuck you.
Well, I didn't know who it was. Yeah.
I'm not even sure if they actually put that out, but I've seen them put out bullshit. So fuck the New York Times. But like all of these fucking journalism and like mainstream like fucking media things, again, these should be our objective sources of news and information that should relay science or relay information, and they should be removed. But it always had this angle. I definitely think 2020 was like the peak, but I would say it even started a little bit before that, because like the veganism thing was a big moment of that too. And like, I mean, humans have always done this. Like with even, you remember the blue zones? Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
So like that was this fucking Seventh-day Adventist fucking hardcore veganism thing, and they fucked that data.
Yeah.
They lied about a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, you're never just gonna like live in a spot and live longer. Like
just be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even the way that they framed it was all just pushing plant-based diets. Like they were like, in Costa Rica, they eat like mostly plant-based and all this stuff. And I've been to the specific place where they highlighted the Nicoya Peninsula. Dude, they literally will go get a plastic 2-liter of pig lard every couple of weeks to feed their fucking family. They eat so much saturated fat. So it's like, we want these things to be black and white, but again, nuance. It's
I
so
mean,
fucking required.
like what do you need? We were talking about this earlier. Like, nothing's ever gonna be a silver bullet. Like, and you're never really gonna know unless you do some like deep genetic tests. Like, how much saturated fat can you really handle without it affecting your cardiovascular system?
And you have to do scans, and you have to stay on your blood work, and you have to like look at inflammation.
Yeah, that you're never gonna know unless you are on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't just say like saturated fat bad
Or good.
or exactly or good, like whatever. Like everyone's, and we all come from like biologically different or
100%.
ancestrally different. Like you and I probably don't need the same stuff, man.
No.
Judging by
I
our skin
promise
color.
you, my LDL cholesterol is way higher
like
than
you're
yours.
like you could stay on the sun all day.
Yeah.
So, like
I need it.
and I need like 10 minutes. And
I don't remember the last time I put on sunscreen. Yeah.
Who knows how that interplays with cholesterol and all these other things. So it's like you just can't, unless you know all this stuff, you can't really say.
And to claim that you know it all is the to cease the learning of it, right?
But
And
that
that's the
isn't to
problem.
say don't have skin in the game and don't try, but never like close yourself off.
Just try with humility.
Like, this is what I think.
Yeah. And that's cool for you to be able to, especially like coming from your girlfriend, like to be able to be like,
Shout out Riley.
shout out Riley. I don't know you, but shout out Riley. But to be able to be like, and like have these conversations and be challenged.
I
Like,
wouldn't
that
say it
speaks
was
to-
that easy, but
Well, did you? I'm sure it wasn't.
yeah,
But-
you're right.
Yeah, you're right. I took it perfectly. Took it right on the chin. I
Yeah.
said, "You're right, babe."
Yeah.
But for you to still be able to like pivot and adjust and like be open to being challenged, I think is the most important like value and like character, I guess, value to have is like just the willingness to actually learn, because you might not have taken it well, but you still wanted to understand.
Like, yeah, you know, like deep down, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
but you don't want to admit
You
it.
can't have first wave
I have
curiosity and then
pride.
dip out.
Like you have pride, you're gonna be like, no, I'm right, and
Yeah.
then you sit with it and
Yeah.
kind of figure out you're being a,
Yeah.
you know,
What was that
an
like for
idiot.
you? Going through
That situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just was a lot of rebuilding.
Is she
like
is
myself.
Riley just like dialed and just like very mindful, or like was she just like on a different camp that just like made you think more?
What do you mean?
Like was she just like really fucking like spot on with her information and just like cracked you open?
More factual than I was.
Really?
Yeah, no, I mean not like health stuff. I know more health stuff.
Yeah.
But it was more like unraveling the dogma.
Okay.
Just like that, like not everyone's out to get you, and it's like there's bigger problems that I'm trying to think like the main points of like Maha in the beginning, like what enticed me. I can't quite.
I would even say it's like the predecessor to that, like whatever the fuck Jack Cruz represented. Like that's a perfect archetype for that side of the internet.
Yeah, and I think it was just more. It wasn't like you're wrong. It was like what why are you in this space?
So
and
just
why?
having that kind of dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all I needed. I just like.
That's the point I was trying
And
to get to.
I was in an echo chamber. I think that's the best way. And it was like nothing here is wrong. When you're in the echo chamber, because it's echoes, it's the same thing just bouncing around, and there's no challenge. And yeah,
That's exactly the point I was trying to get to. Is just that like people only exist in these dogmatic, like myopic views because they never open themselves up to conversation and dialogue.
yeah. And then when you get questioned, that person's what's the word? Not closed-minded. It's like whatever, like that. Yeah, that person is unenlightened. Like they don't know. Like they don't know all the science is wrong.
You're outside of the. You're not on the team.
It's like it's same with politics now.
It's tribalism.
It's like it's all the same thing, and it's like okay, whatever they say is wrong because they're not us.
Right, and there's like the lack of good faith to even have the discussion anymore. And like I really feel like that is the fucking breakdown that happened in 2020. Like because things got so intense, because there was so much fear baked into the thing, we lost the ability to communicate with each other anymore. Because suddenly it meant if you weren't on the same team as me, you were down to kill my grandma or you were down to kill me. Those are the two sides of the fucking thing that we're on. It's like, dude, none of that is fucking conducive to a healthy society at all. Yeah. And then we got like fucking Trump on the show and then Biden running the show, like the two worst fucking figureheads we could pick. And it's just like, fuck, what are we doing?
Yeah, we just need some fresh blood.
Just anything.
I'm just tired of old
anything
people.
other than dudes that don't really know what's going on would be sick, but here we are.
Yeah. I go back and forth of extreme optimism and just like, we're all done for anyway.
Nuance.
Yeah.
We're somewhere in
I just don't know
in the
what's,
middle there.
I just don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know either.
But no, I mean, no one knows.
It's getting interesting. I trust.
Yeah.
Lead with faith. That's where it comes to like, I guess the spiritual aspect. You're just like, all right, sure. Like the sun comes up in the morning and things work out. I keep meeting cool people.
Yeah.
Keep getting signs. So sure. Yeah. Interesting. So continuing along your narrative arc, we're getting down conspiracy rabbit holes, Jack cruising it up.
Yeah.
Fuck the sunscreen. You realize that you were sensitive to the sun.
Yeah. Worst person ever to get that advice, dude.
Crazy. You're like, fuck sunscreen.
Yeah.
You're just peeling like.
Well, I really wasn't. I wasn't like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like you'll see pictures of Jack.
Well, you have a biological feedback loop that will hurt you.
Yeah. So I wasn't like going out and getting sunburnt, but I was like, okay, like just tone it back.
Yeah.
And just it was all interplayed with the diet too. But no, and then like after that, it was just more. It's where I'm at now in my arc, and just like more science based. You even like that's the best term to just more, like we keep saying just more
nuance. Even a weird one, right? Yeah,
just
it's like
literally
nuance. Dude, we got to just like reclaim nuance super hard. I think that's the theme.
I think that's the word.
I think that might be the title of this episode.
Yeah, I mean it's
Health
the
nuance.
most important thing. It's like,
Yeah.
and I'll bring it back to like strength training. It's like, and your crowd may not be as much into like the strength and conditioning world, but it's like there's all this.
I hope so. If you're not,
stupid
get out of here, nerds.
Yeah, it's all this stupid, but even more like not even like just lifting, but like college, high school strength and conditioning, like for athletes,
for sports. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
They're not.
everyone needs to be front squatting, everyone needs to be cleaning. You have to bench press. No, like it's just what does that athlete need? Yeah, most likely you're gonna need all those things.
Yeah.
But like to say an athlete needs a 2 times body weight squat to perform well, it goes back to me playing soccer and then
ass
getting
to grass at that.
absolutely destroyed by a guy that hasn't touched a weight room.
Right.
And
Right.
I lived there. Like I was
Yeah.
there every day. I was asking the strength coach for more workouts. Like, what can I do better? That kid probably skipped like 4 times a month.
Yeah.
And like he's starting over me and he's killing me.
Yeah.
And it's like just, and not to say that strength training is worthless, obviously not.
Yeah.
But it goes to
And
show.
like, would that kid have done better with more strength training? Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
But maybe not.
Who knows?
Maybe he wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Which is the weird part. And that's like, yeah, I guess like nuance is really just the ability to like take each situation at its core and like really be present with what am I observing here? Like, can you free yourself from dogma? It's really just
Yeah.
mindfulness.
And that's the job of a coach. Like
Right.
coaching is
Yes.
you're not a dictator general.
Dude, yes.
Pedagogy.
Yes.
Shout out Dr. Hayden Mitchell if you don't follow him.
Yes.
Pedagogy is basically like how you coach and how you interact, and it's relationships, and it's what does this person need at this moment. And looking back, it's like I was a kid and I had this guy, I won't say what coach, but he just was like, you leave a sour taste in my mouth when you step on the field. It's like, you think that's what I needed to hear?
Dude.
It's my first semester away from my family. You should see that I want it so bad. And I talk with one of my best friends about it all the time, about my experience. And it's like, I would die. I would probably die for this team. If like if you gave me the opportunity, like I would lay my life out. I'd probably break a leg. And then, but like, you're telling me that? Like, and it goes back to that nuance. Like, what does this person need? And I love to carry that into my coaching. Like, what does this person need from me? How can I help? Not like, this is what I do. Not like, this is how it goes. But what is needed?
Yeah. Dude, I was told, sponsor me. I was told so I don't want to go like too deep down this rabbit hole. I don't even know if I've ever told this story publicly at all. But so soccer was my life. I'll give you just try to top line it if I can. Soccer was everything, playing travel, full year round, full thing. Like made it up to like that like second division of like more elite teams. Was like doing the fucking thing. Was obviously like very athletically gifted. Technically not so much, but that honestly interested coaches more because they're like, if I could just teach that boy some touch, like, yeah, then I could like hone him. So like I was always like very intriguing to coaches and was talking like doing the full fucking route to go play college soccer. And I got I was like, it was going into senior year. I'm lined up to be the captain of the team or one of the captains, and I got arrested in my neighborhood at like this quarter mile away from my house at like the spot I grew up swimming on the river, just like the spot, Hagley Landing, if you know, you know. And it was like this crazy situation where like I'm half black, essentially, not technically, but that's like the word that people fucking use, so stick with it. Where I'm like, I grew up in this weird world where I'm like too black for the whites, too white for the blacks, and this like in this weird in between. Mostly hung out with white kids in this like town of Pawleys Island, South Carolina, and basically I just got caught up in this like my guard was down, and I got caught up in this like crazy like racist situation, racist, whatever, and I was with this like white girl, and like she didn't get arrested. Shout out Lindsay. And it was just like this crazy situation where I basically was set up in a really crazy way. I don't want to like get too much into the details, but I was set up, and it was like entrapment, like full on fucking entrapment, because these cops and like the resource officer in my school had an idea that I knew the guys who sold weed, because I did. And they had this like whole operation, I would later find out, going to get these kids that had a future ahead of them. They would get them in trouble. They were like stalking them, and then they would get them driving drunk or smoking weed or something like that, and they would threaten to ruin their college career in their senior year, like going forward, like we're gonna fucking ruin your life unless you snitch. And I got caught up in that. Jeez. In my neighborhood, in like the safest place, and it was like this whole fucking thing where they're like, I had like a scratched out ID, I had a fucking pack of cigarettes, shout out American Spirit. I had like some glass from like a broken bong in my car, and like some like Scooby snacks of fucking weed in my car. Nothing crazy. And basically they're like, we're going to charge you with everything we can charge you for, and we're going to try you as an adult because you're 17 in South Carolina, and we're going to fuck you unless you come talk to our DEA agent. And I was crazy. Like, so like, they're like, come snitch. Yeah. And like, dude, it was so like, they were like really trying to just embarrass the shit out of me. They had like all the local cops come. There were 8 cops cars there. The DEA was there. The fucking captain of the police department was there. It was like a whole fucking scene. I wasn't allowed to call my mom. They told me I had no fucking rights. I wasn't even pulled over at all. I was dropping my friend off at her car at the landing. The cop was checking out her car, looking through her car with a flashlight. I pulled up. I was so confident. I pulled up to the cop and I was like, hey, brother, this is our spot. That's her car. We're all good. She's just going to go. I got practice. So I was heading to fucking soccer practice. And it was a crazy situation. Like, they held me there. I was like, am I being detained or am I free to go? He's like, shut the fuck up. Like, and I was like, what about my rights? He's like, you don't have any fucking rights. So I was like, oh my God, like, this is real. Like,
American
this is
justice system.
Yeah. Fucking,
especially for a man that does not have white skin.
Dude, it was crazy. And like, I would later find out that I won't say, I like would be at liberty to get sued, I guess. But that particular police department is one of the most corrupt police fraternities in America. The cop that arrested me had just shot a woman a week before, black woman, like some like crackhead or whatever. But he just like absolutely like unloaded a clip in her, like for no fucking reason. It was crazy situation I got caught up in without being aware at all of like what I was dealing with. Yeah, and I ended up,
can't know. Like I still like am like. It's another thing, like, I sometimes have to get checked on. It's like the privilege I have.
It like, just doesn't even seem real.
I'm never afraid.
Yeah.
I'm never afraid of anything.
And I wasn't even, I mean, I was like sketchy because I like was riding around smoking weed and shit. I was like sketchy about cops, but like, I wasn't like aware. I thought I would be fine. I thought I was like one of the other white kids. Lindsay was fine. She was good. Everybody else was good. We'd get pulled over. They'd just be like, give me the beer cans, boys. Get out of here. Dump your grinder out. Like, get out of here or whatever. And I thought that that's what the situation that I was going to be in because that's all the treatment that everybody else got. Everybody knew each other in that town. It was a small beach town. That was not the situation. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm fucked. I thought I was intelligent. Am I detained or am I free to go? He's like, fuck out of here. So yeah, and it was a setup, but from the resource officer at my high school who used to literally like come up to me like, dude, you smell like bud. Hide your jacket in my car.
It's the same guy?
He set me up. So the guy that arrested me called him. And they had a mark on me, and I didn't know that it was this whole setup. It was crazy. So they were like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Reagan, he was like, listen, man, all you got to do is you just got to talk to our agents. Just give up some names. We'll make all this go away. You got college. You're going to be a soccer star, kid. I was in the newspaper. Like we are also having like a historic like couple of years run. Yeah. Best team that Waccamaw had in a long time. I was in the newspaper. We beat Bishop England. Like all this in Wando. It's this crazy fucking thing. I'm literally like the fucking dude that like helped bring us to victory. Yeah. He's like, you got this career, kid. Come on. And it's the most like gangster thing I ever did. I told him to take me to jail. It's like, fuck you. And he took my ass to jail. Took my ass to jail. And just to relate it to that point that you said there, it was a long-winded way to get there, but I remember like going through this whole process and got a lawyer, and he used to work for them. He went to work against them because he found out like how racist they were. It was a whole crazy situation. He's like, you don't understand how bad this is. Like they will fuck you over. Like they don't care. You're worthless. They look at black people like they're subhuman. It's crazy. Sad. Yeah, my mom was all pissed. I was just saying, my mom was all pissed, and she was like, "She can't do this. Like, blah blah blah. We're gonna fight this. This is racist." He's like, "You have no say in this. Yeah, they don't care at all."
But and then people will like just deny that it's evident. Like, there's no institutional racism, and you're walking Not that you are proof, but
Yeah.
your past situation is like,
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, it's super there.
Yeah.
It's super real. And like going to the lawyer's office who used to work with him and him being like, you don't know who you're dealing with. This
Yeah.
is a fraternity of cops. Like they do shit different.
It's institutional.
Like,
Like
they-
you can't take it down.
They
alone.
people and protect each other. Like that's real.
Yeah.
And I'm
God.
just like, holy shit. So like whatever, all the charges ended up getting dropped. And I got like restitution or I don't know,
Yeah.
or expunged or whatever the fuck. It was like this whole process. And I remember going back to school. It was like, a shitty couple of weeks, and I went back to school and I have the meeting. We're getting ready for our season or whatever. We're in preseason practice. And I'm like, I have this meeting with my principals and my coach, who was like my father figure. He was like everything to me, Coach Schoen. Everything to me. All I wanted to do was like make that dude happy, and he was like never happy with anybody, but he was like my father figure, and I didn't like really have a father figure at the time. I did, but like I had a weird jumbled mix of father figures. A stepdad who was in my life since I was 2, and a dad that wasn't around really. But I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong, guys. Like I did not do anything wrong. I was not selling drugs. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't even smoking. I was literally just bringing my friend. I'm like, please, like you guys know I'm a good kid. Like he's like, you just don't fucking care. And the fucking principal looked at me. He's like, you don't fucking want to be anything. You just don't fucking give a shit. All you care about is yourself. You don't want to do anything. You're not going to fucking go anywhere, are you? You're going to be a waste of potential your whole fucking life. That's what they told me at 17. Jeez. And it fucking like, I mean, already like I'm losing my friends. I'm losing the friends I could smoke weed with because they thought I did snitch. Like everybody turned from me. And like I go to like the one fucking guide, the mentor, the fucking male figures that I'm supposed to turn to, and they're like, "Fuck you, kid." Basically, like you don't fucking give a shit. Funnily enough, I saw them like 2 years ago, and I went back to that school to go to my ex-girlfriend's little brother's graduation, and saw them all, and pulled up on my fucking motorcycle, and they didn't say anything. They just like they looked at me and like turned away, just like fucking like you guys are all fucking losers.
That's wild.
But it just goes to show like that whole like just. I don't know. It's a weird system to get caught up in, but like there's a bunch of like related points in that. But I wanted to like get that story, and I wanted to tell you about that. Yeah.
I hate to do this, but I gotta use the bathroom.
Go for it. Potty break, dude.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That whole story, I was trying to hold my piss.
Yeah. Good.
That's crazy.
All right, back into it.
Yeah.
But that whole like aspect of like the effect that you can have on like a young person's life and somebody that's looking to you for fucking guidance. Yeah. And just like the effect that can have is it's crazy.
You don't realize it really. Like I do summer camps for HFC in the summer, obviously. And then like you'll go about I don't coach at HFC any other time than that. And then you'll just have a kid come up to you like so excited, like Coach Heath, like, oh, and you're just like, all right. Like it happened to me at the Asheville City game with like 2 kids, and you see kind of their eyes light up, and it's like, and I didn't do anything crazy at the camps. You just do what they give you in the sheet, but like, it's just that figure. You're just a figure, and like, sport is so powerful in that regard. It just brings people together, and kids love it, and you have the power to like change lives. Even just a little phrase like. You just tell them like, hey, try and stay more positive. You never know. That could become their trademark phrase.
Yeah.
Like, you just never know.
Yeah. And like you can, yeah. And it's crazy to like be in that situation too, because you can take it so many different ways. Like, for you, obviously, like you internalized that and you went somewhere like positive with it. Like you did something with it. And it was the same thing for me. I was like, I'm going to fucking prove every one of you motherfuckers wrong, and I'm going to see you in a few years. Yeah. Yeah. And then
I try, I guess I differ. I try not to prove anyone wrong. Like I don't know how you are.
Unhealthy thing for me to do at the time, but it worked. It's like
it does work.
Dirty fuel to get started. Yeah, right? It's like
does work.
Burning coal, but it's not sustainable.
Because I remember hearing, I almost was there. There's this book called Relentless. It's by Michael Jordan's ex-trainer. Yeah, and he's like, keep a book of like everyone that wrongs you. And at the time, you're like, I'm gonna kill somebody.
David Goggins listening to the mixtape of all of his haters.
Yeah, it's like, dude. You are going to fry. Yeah. You are going to burn out. That you cannot live like that. How about you spread some joy and some love? Yeah. Like, it's the only way to combat it. Yeah. The only thing you can do. Yeah. Yeah. And like we were saying, it's like you don't know what the future is going to be, like politically and with all this stuff going on. But like, you can just do the best you can and be a positive influence, and hopefully that just spreads.
Yeah.
And like reject all the alpha male influencers that come around, and reject all this hate, racism, sexism. Just be a good person. It's like it's just crazy we've gotten that far. Like that is a revelation probably for someone.
Yeah.
It's like just be positive.
Yeah. Just be a good person. Like aim up. Like genuinely try to be something that is conducive
Carry
to
some
growth.
guys with you.
Yeah.
Like don't accept some things your friends are doing that are bad. It's like, guy, like come on.
Yeah.
Like we have an obligation.
Yeah. You know, if you know better, it's your responsibility to do better. I think so many people are just afraid to like buck the system or whatever. And it's like, dude, like, come on.
And I've seen it on Instagram a lot recently, and it's like telling young men not to worry about politics and not to worry about things going on in the world.
This is fascinating.
You can't go that route.
Post about this.
You can't, and I don't know where you are on that. And like
I differ a little bit.
I understand the sentiment, but like a good example is like the AI centers that want to come into Western North Carolina. It's like, no, you can't just ignore that. That is gonna fuck everyone.
Yeah.
And for what? So the AI bubble can keep growing and then burst, and then we're in a recession?
Yeah.
Like for what? So you can do your taxes easier? Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like you can't ignore this. What's going on in Iran matters to you and to me, no matter how much you want to ignore it, because you want to optimize. Like, and of course, mental health is important, but because like you just want to shut it out. It's like, no, I can't. I can't resonate with it. I don't understand.
And this is like a weird one for me because it's like I agree, and then I also like I definitely don't disagree with any of that at all. Like I need to like fucking crush it, especially with that example, that like AI data center thing like really hits home for me. I think though it's like there's this weird point of nuance.
What does that mean?
This new word. It's like, I don't know, it's this, I guess, razor's edge, right? Where it's like, you do need to be informed for sure. You should not be just completely solipsistically focused on yourself and your development and your elevation, because what does it matter if the world that you are seeking to conquer or whatever is fucking gone because it was ruined by a bunch of dipshits that are older than you are going to die and they don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, we posted about this stuff at like the same time. So I remember seeing your post.
I don't think I saw yours.
Mine was about my friends who are overly concerned with the state of the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
you probably thought I was talking about you.
I did.
That's funny.
I just saw it. I was like,
a whole nother guy.
There's no way he's talking about me,
That's
obviously.
funny.
But I did have the immediate thing. I was like, is this about me? And I was like, fuck. But it made me. No, I was like, there's no way this is about me. But it gave me like pause to like think about it. And it reminded me of my own like kind of point of balance with that, and like how I do have to be like really careful about that advice. And for me, and I think you'd even agree with this, I have this friend, I'm trying to make sure I don't give any details or like out this dude or whatever. Yeah. But I would see him around, see each other a good bit, and he's like so concerned that it's like ruining the quality of his life. And he's like so fixated. He's so like, every time I see him, I'm like, hey man, how you doing? He's like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I'm like, all right.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No.
I mean, we're like our initial like impulses.
Agree.
Like, I think we 100% agree. And it's like both of these things. It's like, be educated, but be selective with how educated you are. And when you get educated,
use it to respond.
Right.
Don't let it cripple you, because like you're going to die anyway. Okay. It may be in a summer fire because there's no rain, because we're destroying the earth, or you may get shot, or you may get run over, or you may get cancer. But like, be educated and then use that. And just, it's not like we're gonna do anything in Iran, like unless we get drafted. But it's not like we're gonna do anything to help.
I ain't getting drafted, brother.
But it's not like we can't do anything inherently over there,
right?
But like,
so it's there's an edge. It's like to a point, right? So it's like there's this bell curve, right? There's a point where if you're undereducated, it's a problem. If you're overly consuming, it's a problem. Where you want to be is in the optimal, the golden mean, somewhere in the middle, right? Yeah. Where it's like there's an optimal amount for you to be informed. But the problem that I see is people, it never leaves them. And like this is, I was having this conversation in the sauna the other day with a bunch of older men, and
I was kind of pushing this point, like we were having like a debate, and it was all in good faith, but this guy like really disagreed with me, and I'm like, dude, he's like, you don't like seek out any, he's like, you're not like, you don't check the news like when you wake up or whatever. And I was like, dude, I don't really like have to go seek it out because it's being, my problem is that it's being shoved down my fucking throat everywhere I go because I work on social media. Like I see it. So like instead, all I was saying really was like, I want to try to encourage young men to be measured about when they receive this information. Make sure that you are in a space that you can do it.
Yeah.
When you're talking with your fucking girlfriend or your partner, this is probably not the time for you to be focusing on the geopolitical war. Make space and time if you want to study it.
Be intentional.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the point. It's just being intentional with how we consume stuff. Because on the other side, you could say there's like a fucking psyop or whatever. There is kind of this thing of psychological hijacking. That's what I was posting about. Like when it's like the Epstein thing, then Charlie Kirk, and then this, and then that, and then that, and then that. And then it's like...
It's unbearable.
We forget that 2020 even happened and the amount of like fucking shit that actually went down that was so fucking not cool because it's on to the next, it's on to the next, it's on to the next. Like, why the fuck did Fauci get pardoned if he did nothing wrong?
Yeah.
Did he or did he not lie to Congress? It's like all these fucking things or whatever that we just, because we're so caught up in the cycle of rage bait, it's like just, we never really get to, it's the what would it be? The dilution of our anger and frustration, which we need. We should be properly educated on this stuff and we should be able to use it in a concentrated form. But the analogy I give is like the difference between like, you know, like a torch, like a plasma torch, like if you're cutting like steel, like it wouldn't, there's like two gases, or like one's oxygen, one's like acetyl. Somebody's going to roast me in the comments about this, but two different gases. And like one is just like a loose like flame and it's just like, it kind of like spreads out. You're not going to cut steel, but the other one allows you to focus it really, really tight. And then you can actually cut steel. And that's the difference between like a blunt weapon and a scalpel. We should be sharp and we should be deliberate, but when we're too spread out, we become just inert. We're like fucking useless because we're so upset. I remember seeing like when the Epstein stuff started coming out, like people who I know are not well are talking about like, I literally just threw up. I'm freaking out. I got a call at 3:30 in the morning because this guy was trying to fucking kill himself over this stuff because he was so overwhelmed. And it's like we have to all be intentional and be able to discern when and where we take in this information. And also like the real thing is like you should take in as much information as you can, but if you can't fucking handle that shit right now, you do need to take care of yourself in order to be able to do that shit. So it still is this like selfish versus selfless thing where we do need to be grounded enough. And if you're not, then you do need to just focus on you and you do need to get that right, but not just to self-serve so that you can be a good man out there in society.
Yeah.
That was a rant.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah, it's like you should be outraged. Like those guys with the Epstein files. It's like, yeah, you should want to throw up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like you should. But like there's just too many things that you can't wrap your head around it all. And that's kind of the point. Like it's what the news is for. It's how they make money.
Yeah, if it leads, it bleeds.
Yeah, exactly. And whether it's CNN or Fox, like they're just both doing the same thing.
Yeah, two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, the Republicans and like Democrats they're the same guys.
That I really relate to this whole aspect of people say like, and some of the people I don't know.
Like I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
Fuck no. Like the whole two wings of the same bird thing.
Yeah,
it's like. Yeah, like what's like
they're all in the files.
And like exactly. And like what's really going on is that fucking money is in politics. Like we need to be focusing on BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard really if we want to talk about anything.
Yeah, I mean and AIPAC and like just like whether you're pro Israel or not, like there should be no money. No. You should not destroy lobbying, destroy all this like people's interests. Like it just gets so corrupt. Yeah, it's like the police force is just a good example. It's like it's not about the betterment of the people, and we were talking about this earlier. It's like I think a good thing, just stop putting labels on things and just explain the idea. Like, okay,
like talk about the principles.
Like okay, like I think people should be taken care of in a healthcare system, and they shouldn't. If they get cancer, they probably shouldn't be bankrupt because of it. I'd say 99% of people would agree. Yeah. But then you say universal healthcare, and it's a socialist policy,
right? And then you're a fucking communist. Like it makes that jump really quickly.
Which isn't even and it's like, and it's the same thing. It's like okay, maybe you're a more like laissez-faire and capitalism like breeds innovation. It's like that makes sense. But then like if you're labeled like a Republican, then you get, what's the word? Not demographic. You just get labeled as something, and it's like we got to strip these things back. And in my opinion, one of them is gonna help us more. But it's like if you got to take these labels off, and I forget where we were going with this.
Just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just following
I had a
you. Yeah,
point, but but it's like you just have all these things, just strip it back, and like what's gonna be the best for society. And it's like these lobbyists don't help us. And I guess we were talking about the money involved. And it's like I don't see how another war in Iran solves anything.
Yeah, like
it's
the
just
last
regime.
fucking ones that we've been running up. Like, can we stop fucking around with other people's shit, maybe?
Yeah, and Marco Rubio had a great quote. It was fantastic. He said, maybe if Iran spent more money on their people, their country would be in better shape. And it's like,
dude,
do you not realize how on the nose you are?
Yeah.
But just switch it to America.
Yeah,
It's we could go a block here and we'd see 7 homeless people by that
where we are right now. Yeah,
by that Ingalls.
Somebody just got shot out here.
There's a guy with no leg, and
Yeah.
he's like there every day.
Yeah,
and
and
he
always
might
just
be a
feel
fucking
veteran, which is
I just feel so guilty. But like, what am I to do? And I try and like have like granola bars in my car for homeless people, and it's like, but like, that's not really my responsibility. Yeah. But it is. But it's
I know what you mean. It shouldn't be the burden of you.
Our country should take care of it.
We should have systems in place, and we do have systems in place. They're just fucking broken. I mean, when you look at like even like how these organizations like run things, and like I mean, I don't know, the whole fucking, which has turned into a fucking political thing, which is the problem, that everything turns political. But like that is like the fucking problem, is that everything's become tribalism. But like the whole fucking the whole scandal with all these like Somali daycares or whatever, like the amount of like fraud that's actually in America, and like because of the over politicization of things, like whatever the fuck people may think about like Doge and all that, take Elon out of it. If Elon weren't even a part of it, it was just some fucking random guy, and if it weren't attached to Trump, that's still so fucking crazy for us to realize the amount of money that is wasted in this fucking country. Like, that should be able to be addressed, but it also shouldn't be taken to this fucking extreme where we're just, like, slashing and cutting everything.
Yeah. Like, they cut programs where, like, Hickory Nut Gap would give, which is a local beef. Yeah.
Shout out Hickory Nut Gap.
And they're great, and they were donating food to local schools.
Yeah.
And in the midst of all that, when they weren't applying Nuance to their
Right.
to their cutting, it's like, it got slashed.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like one of the healthiest things you can eat, and we're not going to give the kids to it now.
Like 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef.
Yeah, because you want to save some money. The whole point, I argue with a lot of people. My main point, it's like, yeah, we're in debt and the postal service loses money. It's a service. So it should lose money. I pay taxes.
Yeah.
Like, or not lose money, I guess, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be this streamlined money-making machine.
It's not a business. It's not a fucking profit.
It's a part of the government.
Thing. Yeah.
So
it's
crazy. It's like, I want services. I don't want like Amazon to run the whole mail package service.
No,
because then they can just shut it off and you don't get anything.
Right. Yeah. It's weird. And even like that whole fucking like like the Iran situation, people get so like caught up in the thing that we're in now, but it's like what happened originally is like the fucking British, whatever the fuck oil company in the fucking 50s started fucking around back there. Have you ever seen the pictures of Iran like back in the day where it was like pretty chill before they installed the Ayatollah?
I would bet. I mean,
it was chill. Like the women were like in the street and like doing their fucking thing. Like everything was fine for the most part. And it's like what happened was like corporate fucking interest and like people just being self-serving.
Yeah. I mean, we can go. Probably should get off this tangent eventually, but
we will eventually get too close to a line.
You look at just like regime change has never worked, and like we go in to make money.
Show
like,
me a successful version of it.
Yeah, and then like these people from those countries that we've toppled want to come to America because their country's now destroyed, and then we have people that are anti-immigrant, which like a country can only hold so many people.
For sure.
And I have empathy for all immigrants, and like I think we have a duty to take care. But that's a whole nother thing. But like,
that's a tough one.
yeah. It's like, but yeah, my point is like we just cause all these problems. Like, and we have the guy down here at the light that has no leg. is homeless.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like a weird thing that we've gone in, and it's really just over the past like 100 years.
Yeah,
Like that the system's been running.
I saw Most Def. I listened to Most Def in
Shout
this
out
interview.
Yassine.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to him.
And he said,
Can we get him as president?
Yeah,
For real?
that would be nice.
He'd be fine.
And he was talking about, what's the word? When churches go to foreign countries, not ministry.
Fuck.
Whatever.
Come on, caffeine, nicotine, do you think?
Yeah, but it's like, why not go across the block?
Yeah.
Like
Missionary.
These missionary services. And it's like, all right, that's your duty, I guess. It says in the Bible to help, go make sons of and daughters of Christ, but like, you don't have to go to Libya or I don't know, another
Madagascar.
another country, wherever,
Uganda,
Taiwan, I don't know,
yeah.
but or Egypt, like it doesn't, like, why don't you go across the block and help those guys?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's kind of where this whole disconnect is.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to, you don't want to, like, they're doing a good thing if like those people need food, but it's like,
Yeah.
we think we have to go all the way across the world.
It's just the way that we look at things and the way that we address these problems.
It's just this imperialist nature that we have.
Dude, I think like when it comes down to it, like a lot of these things that we're talking about, even when it comes down to like stringing together all of these points, like with my fucking early arrest, the whole fucking thing, like all of it. Have you ever heard of Dunbar's number? Mm. So it's this like anthropological theory or philosophy where essentially we, from an evolutionary biology perspective, we were only evolved to be able to handle 250 to 300 stable relationships, and anything beyond that is essentially where like this like sociopathic nature starts to emerge from society, and we start to get like the corporate interests, and then like corporations are people, and like this whole fucking thing, and it's like what we're talking about here is like globalism to a certain extent. Like we've gotten too big and too connected, and now we have the tools from a world where we were not that connected, and now suddenly we're all hyper fucking connected.
Yeah.
And everybody has access
and we're
to
just
everything
really not supposed
everywhere.
to be. Like,
not
I really,
in that way.
And
America's way too goddamn big.
Yeah, and I guess I can kind of agree with your point earlier about not being so tuned in. It's like I was never really supposed to know what was going on in Iran.
Why have I seen that much death and destruction?
Yeah.
Like, we're not meant for that. We've seen, like, an entire lifetime of death can be seen in 30 minutes on social media.
Unfortunately.
I remember watching fucking Faces of Death when I was 13. I saw, like, fucking cartel people killing people. I'm like, it's a weird thing.
But then again, it's like our, like, if that's happening, like, you got to know. Because, like, then
it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. And it's like, somebody else would just go, well, we're fucked. So it's a strange thing, but I really do believe that like what we are actually involved in, watch this fucking segue right here. Health. I think that like the health of the individual is like really the problem. Or not the problem, but maybe the solution. I think that like, not even the health of the individual, but like the relation of the individual and their health to that of society. The issue for me, when I went to school for environmental science, and I like went down this thing, and my whole thing since I was a kid, I was like, I'm going to save the oceans. That's always what I wanted to do. And I go into that world, and I like very quickly realize that like, I mean, and this is not to like slight any environmental scientists or biologists or anything like that. Like, I love you guys and I love what you do. But I just realized that like, I took a gap year and I traveled, and like, I was super fucking depressed after the whole, shit show of like not being able to go to college to play soccer, whatever. I thought my life was ruined. I went and backpacked for a year. I went and lived in Costa Rica, and then I backpacked through Europe, and I like found myself again. And I was like, holy shit, like this is, I didn't even realize that I'd been like so fucking depressed. And I was like, dude, you were fucking suicidal like 2 fucking years ago. Like you were on antidepressants and anti-anxiety and ADHD. Like I was on the whole fucking gamut. Like I was just getting fucked up because I didn't know how to deal with like modern society because I wasn't taught those tools. And I literally was like skipping grades when I was homeschooled, and my mom took me back to academic grades to be with kids my own age so I wouldn't get bullied because we were in the racist South.
Fair play to her. It's a wise decision.
Kind of, but I was
Maybe.
super bored, and I started smoking weed and getting in trouble because I'd already done all that shit. So it was like this weird thing, but I go and I like travel, and I'm like, holy shit, like I haven't been okay this whole fucking time. And it wasn't even that I was broken like the fucking doctors told me. Like I was literally told that I would always have manic depression, just the way that your brain is. You're going to need SSRIs.
It's just so sad.
Which is so, to tell a fucking 15, 16-year-old that, and that you have ADHD, and like your brain's not going to fucking work right, and this acne is never going to go away, and the scars are never going to heal. You're fucked. You're like this forever.
It's just such a doom attitude.
It's
like,
so fucked.
Yeah.
And they're looking at like the fucking research in their, I don't know. It's a weird, the whole medical industrial complex is fucked, and the psychiatric industrial complex is fucked because the insurance industrial complex is fucked.
Yeah, it's like, can you even blame the doctors at that point?
They're doing the best that they can.
Yeah.
They didn't learn anything about fucking nutrition.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at them for never asking me anything about, actually, no, fuck that. I can't be mad at them
Well,
because
it's like you would hope they would not have such a, not, I guess, reductionist and like
mechanistic,
absolutist, like this is what you have, and like you can't fix it.
Well, it's just the system that we're in. They're not taught. They do not get incentivized
They don't
to further
have the
their
time.
education.
They really don't have the time,
dude.
to sit with you.
And they get penalized if they spend more than 15 minutes with you. Like the system that we've built is
because we have
fucked.
too many people.
Exactly.
Like there's not enough doctors to fit the population. Like you should,
yeah. The model is fucked. The system.
It's like the
that
same
we've
thing
built
with the
is
DMV.
broken.
There should be like a DMV on every
Holy
corner.
fuck.
I went to the DMV
Dude,
the other day.
I just got goosebumps, brother. I got kicked out of the DMV the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Go to the one in Clyde.
I went to the one out here, like this side of town, and like, brother.
Go to Clyde. I was out in an hour.
I was literally just trying to get my. Not meaning to like fucking go to that store.
Shout out Clyde.
Dude wouldn't help me, and I was like, he's like next. I'm like, hey, we're not done here. Like you haven't helped me, and he's like, I'm done with you, and I was like, dude.
And that goes back to like them seeing 400 people a day. It's like you can't expect him to care about you.
He's
You're not
overweight.
real.
He's fucking. He had huge bags under his eyes. He looked like dog shit.
It's like
yeah. Shout out to you, brother. I hope you're good. But anyways, so I go to school after this gap year, and I'm like trying to like get into this like academic career. I'm trying to like save my. This is my mother was like, please go to fucking college. Like, don't just wander the world for the rest of your life. And I was like, fine, I'll stop being a vagrant. So I like go and I try to do the thing, and what I didn't realize what was happening. I started this like self-development journey. I started to like get back to myself. I started to understand the importance of mental health and physical health. But I just put all that aside to go like hardcore on academics again, because I was like, I have to reclaim some goodness in myself. Like I was like hardcore academic kid when I was in homeschool. I like loved it. And I was like, I have to reclaim something, my lost valor from soccer and all the shit. And I go and I'm like, as I get deeper and deeper into the field of environmental science and study, like I'm like, this isn't really gonna do much. Not like it's not gonna solve the problems that I see. The problem that I'm seeing is that people are fucking not. How can I ask a population where 87% of people are metabolically dysfunctional and 49% of people are obese? Most people are like walking down the path of pre-diabetes. Their brain isn't working. They're not sleeping. We're on our phones more than we're sleeping now. And it's like, how the fuck can I ask you to care about plastic in the ocean?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And then I realized like the furthest I'm going to get down this path or whatever is like I'm going to spend 10 years trying to secure or procure a grant where I protect 10 square miles of fucking ocean, and then China comes and dumps outside of that and it washes in there anyways. So I'm like, this isn't going to fucking affect anything. And I'm like, holy shit, it's the people's problem. And then I'm like, dude, you're trying to solve this problem and you're fucking depressed. You're not taking care of yourself. You've just identified in this beautiful year in Central America and Europe all of these things wrong. I like spent time in Italy in the countryside and see the way that they live life. And I'm like, we're so down this bad path. I'm like, holy fuck. And then I just manana all of it. I'll get there when I get successful or whatever. And I'm in my career and I'm like, dude, you're becoming a part of the problem in the same way. This apathy from lack of health.
Yeah.
So I really do think that like health is sort of the thing like that. I can't ask somebody to fucking care about some of these things when they're feeling so ill. When you're on SSRIs since 13 years old, how the fuck can I ask you to care,
Yeah.
It's a weird fucking thing. And it's just like we've gone so far down this system that we've built around ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, and you have like the kids going on the pills like for depression. It's like, well, they're inside all day. They're not moving.
Especially young boys.
Yeah. It's like,
dude, sit here for 9 hours. Don't talk.
I don't know how, I have my high school athletes come after school. And I'm like, you just sat in a schoolroom all day, like for 8 hours. And luckily enough, Carolina Day, like they get like a lot of breaks and they go outside a lot. But it's like, if they weren't like, they probably haven't seen the sun. And then you like,
Under fluorescent lighting all day.
yeah, and it's just not none of this is conducive to health.
No, and getting taught by a teacher, it's just a fucking job. She makes $25,000 a
Yeah,
year. Like,
you
can barely
oh
fucking
my
pay
god,
it, right?
and it's like, yeah,
It's crazy.
And of course they're a bad teacher.
They don't.
They're stressed. Like, they can't pay bills. They have to buy their own stuff for the classroom.
For 25 fucking kids in each class, 8 blocks.
And yeah, the kids are probably acting up because they're bored, and it's
insane. But I think that, like, we could go down the route of being like, everything's fucked. But I really do believe that, like, that's why I ended up on this path to where I'm at now of holistic health. I was like, I didn't even like set out to do this when I dropped out of college. I was like, I just need to spend some time to figure out my shit. And then as I started to I'm not fucking perfect in any means. Like, and I never try to portray that, but like, I just got a little bit fucking healthy and I wasn't fucking miserable. And so many of the things that I was told I would never be able to fix resolved them fucking selves.
Yeah.
Shout out Jack Cruz. The body knows the way.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Like, we're not broken. And this narrative that movement takes, that they're fighting against, which is like the human being is broken and we just need drugs. Like, that's not the fucking case. We're just out of alignment with our environment.
Yeah. It's, and like, not that, it's just such a fine line, because it's like you don't want to be like anti-medical, because that's the route I was on that we've spoken about. And it's like, I'm not like anti. A good example, I guess, is GLP-1s. It's like, they're not great.
Fantastic example.
But what if Meredith needs a double knee surgery because she's overweight?
Mm-hmm.
Let's try a GLP-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's for her. It's not for the mom that has a body dysmorphia or body image problem.
Right.
It's like, yeah, of course it's going to mess up.
And also, let's like fucking teach Meredith how to strength train and like address her osteoporosis from the fucking root. Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, okay, that's great. Like, that's fantastic. We can use this drug to kind of kickstart this thing and help her get out of pain. And then she doesn't need a double knee surgery.
Yeah. And we can also like not blast her, and we can do microdoses of like Retta or something like that.
Yeah. So it's this whole thing of like, these are all tools. And like, I wanted to bring this up eventually, but like with peptides, it's like, and you have this whole, I think this is like the pinnacle of politicization. Whatever.
You got it.
Okay. That was close. I was
like, don't bail.
Yeah. This whole thing, you have the right kind of pushing peptides, the left kind of being resistant because of the political nature of it.
I didn't even realize that is happening.
Yeah. Because you'll like RFK, like he kind of brought up peptides, but
God damn, it did just get politicized. That's like over the past month because he's pushing for it.
Well, he had mentioned it before, but now you have all these TikTok influencers pushing peptides from labs that aren't third-party tested.
Right.
And then that totally flips the nature of peptides in people's minds. Like, oh, that's pseudoscience.
Right.
Like, no, they do, like, if they were pseudoscience, GLP-1s wouldn't work, because it's a peptide, right? Yeah. Glucagon-like peptide. Yeah. And then you have all these other ones, like there's ones bioregulator peptides.
Yeah.
And it's like all these things, and they work, but because of the nature of what's going on, they just get pushed to the side. It's like, these are treatments that can help. These are just like pharmaceutical drugs.
They're just tools.
It's like, all tools. Yeah. And it's like, we're just missing the point.
Yeah.
We're just screaming at each other.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not saying everybody needs to be on a peptide.
Right.
Like, it should be a targeted tool.
There's just an effect. Like, it's just an effect. That's it. And it's not good or bad necessarily. GLP-1s could fuck somebody up, could save somebody's life. Like, methylene blue got super fucking political.
I used it.
And I did too. And it's like, it's fine, but like, that's such a great example, because most people don't even know what it fucking does. They're like, it's just good for you. What it does is just like, it changes the way that your body, the ATP is produced in your mitochondria, essentially. And it just essentially like shifts it up. It changes things. It scrambles things. It's a dice roll. For some people, it works really well.
Yeah.
For who have a dysregulated mitochondrial system.
Yeah.
For some people, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's just, but like, not everybody needs to be fucking downing fucking bottles of it. But then it gets politicized because RFK is doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like this whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking crazy. It's such a strange fucking thing. It's crazy. How did we get on that tangent?
I don't know. Peptides. Political. Yeah. I forgot what we were talking about.
I don't know. You're like, I wanted to bring up peptides at some point.
We were talking about GLP-1. No,
GLP-1s, health.
Yeah, I think it was just overall health.
Just overall health. Oh, the dogma, not looking at things properly. I don't know how we
Yeah.
got on the tangent.
It's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think we just have to be able to look at things objectively, Jesus, and mindfully, and just look at them for what they are. But man, I'm so caught up on the fucking peptides thing. Now it used to be a left thing. Oprah was pushing them.
Yeah, I mean
It was like, you remember when what was it? It was the Golden Globes. Everybody was so body positive.
Yeah,
Well, and then everybody showed up to the Golden Globes looking like skeletons.
I see a lot of like celebrities using them, and I think
That's when
GLP-1
Ozempic first one
it's
came
used.
out.
It kind of transcends the whole kind of peptide conversation.
Yeah,
for
we're
some
talking
reason.
about BPC 157, and then we're talking about that. It's
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah, and BPC I'm not too hot on that. Just not enough human trials. But like that's the point. Like it may work, but we don't know.
Again, like just in effect.
Yeah.
And like the difference between an oral versus an injected, and like how clean is it?
Yeah.
What is the pH?
We were talking
that it was,
about influencers and TikTok and like I
Yes.
think right. And what I was saying, it was like you just have this whole like this conundrum of like what can actually work and what cannot, but because there's this whole relationship of politics in it, it's like you just have people shunning away from things because of the nature of who they're involved with.
Right.
And I was reading, if I can remember the quote, I think it was Ray Peat, and it was like, it was some quote about matter, and it was like, instead of looking at what the matter is doing, look at like what it's composed of. I'm butchering that, but my point is like, don't look at things with who they're related to and why they're out there, but like what can this do for me?
Yeah.
And that kind of goes into like drugs and the peptides and
It's
all
first
this other
principles
stuff.
thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like we're so removed from that in this like crazy fucking way. And it's like it's gotten to my fucking parents even, are so like my parents taught me to be like mindful and open minded, and like I get into like these crazy heated conversations with my parents now where they're like so close minded. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like you've now been in this echo chamber because they don't fucking get social time enough. They don't get challenged. They're not socially diverse at all. So it's like, it's just, the dogmatic, myopic fucking lens of just, and being so quick to label things. It's like, dude, can we just sit back and look at like, what do we actually need to do? What is up with the human being in this current environment? What can we do to improve that? How do we fucking fix that? Or how do we improve upon that? Then we go up from there to our community. Then we go up to there from our social institutions and our government and like the geopolitical thing.
Yeah, it's all too much. But that's the point. You got to focus on like your backyard and the people around, not just you, but like the people around you.
Well, if we all do that, if we like, and that's like the weird thing. It's almost like a faith exercise or sort of where it's like, you know, we want to be so fucking worked up about whatever's happening across the fucking ocean in a place that we've never fucking been. But it's like, are you taking care of yourself and your people and your community? Because if we can do that, the fucking be the change that we want to see in the world thing, which is so trite and so cliche, but it's it's real.
Yeah,
if we
it's
all
cliche
did it
for a reason.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like all these things are cliche because they've been discussed for so long and there's so much truth to it, and we haven't fucking learned the lesson yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're in this like modern context. You're fucking out there on social media. We're both like making a stab at making a difference in the world as best as we can as like sort of public figures to a certain extent. How has that journey been for you? Like, where are you at now with that? You're speaking up more. You're putting your face out there more.
Yeah. I don't really. I'm one to not really have a plan.
Yeah.
And it's something my parents. They always tell me like, "What's your 5-year plan?" I'm like, "When has a 5-year plan ever worked?" I didn't know I'd live in Asheville and be doing this. So I don't have a plan for it. I just know I want to help people, and I know I want to care about.
I think we got a camera thing going on here.
Okay.
I don't know what it would be. All right, we're back. We may have had some technical issues. Apparently, I may have lost my A-cam. This is mindfulness in real time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not be
Practice what you preach, brother.
enraged right now and fucking fold up into a ball of I'm worthless. Nah, it's all good. It happens. But fuck, man, it's tough. I need a co-producer.
I think so.
I think I do. This
If y'all
is like
can see the whole operation. It's
a
pretty,
lot. It's a
yeah,
lot. I either need to strip it back down or no. I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. But I think it's just like finding the holes in my game.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry if we may have missed something. I don't know where this is going to end up. I don't even know exactly where things cut off, but we may have missed some of the conversation.
I think I can sum it up.
You can sum it up.
A little bit of nuance.
A little bit of nuance.
Apply a little bit of nuance, and
Essentially
you're probably
our
good.
whole conversation is just that. Getting back into it though, we kind of wrapped up this GLP-1 conversation and like the peptides thing, but I wanted to ask you just, we're talking about the politicization.
That is not the word of the day.
Politicization?
Oh my god. Yeah, forget it.
Politicization. We're scrambled. Politics.
Yeah.
Politics. We'd been talking about like the involvement of politics and like TikTok and like how that's like kind of come over, the fucking whole health industry as a whole. And I wanted to ask you just like about your kind of current position as you like put yourself more out there. You're getting more involved. You're putting your face out there more. Yep. A lot of like the original stuff that I saw you kind of talking about when we first connected like almost a year ago. Really just talking about like a lot of information, putting a lot of good stuff out there, but now you're starting to put your face out there.
That's the hard part. And we were talking, I forget if it was on the podcast or not, but just like how it was like a 3-minute video. I think I posted it right before this, just talking about the gut. And it's like, it took me 30 tries. Yeah. It's ridiculous. You wouldn't think. And it's just crazy how hard it is just to talk into a camera.
Dude, it's a momentum thing, right? Because it's like, you take time away from something or you're not used to doing something, which literally is the fucking problem that we're in right now with this fucking podcast. I haven't fucking filmed a podcast in like a couple months. So you kind of lose touch with it. But as the momentum gets there, it becomes easier. It gets you grease the groove, so to speak, and things are okay. So I think it's really just like a reps thing.
Yeah. No, 100%.
You get better at it. I'm going to keep fucking encouraging you to do so too.
Yeah,
because
I need to. I kind of need someone to keep me accountable on that. Because I do find like I'll do it and then I won't do it for like 3 months, like actually put my face out there, and I kind of hide behind the whole like I'm just gonna post my lift because I'm a strength coach.
Yeah.
Which is just boring, and I hate filming my lifts all the time because I just want to lift. Like I like lifting, I like jumping, but it's like I don't want to have to. Mine's just a tripod and an iPhone, not like this, but it's still like
it's too much.
Still having to like put the tripod up, make sure the angle's good. Sometimes I'm in a gym and it's like, and I don't want to do it in the gym, but I need to push myself to actually push some educational content, and that comes with a lot of imposter syndrome. Yeah, because I'll be like, do I know anything about the gut? And I'm no expert, but I know more than most, and I can help people. And
you can share the journey that you're on, which is discovering these things. Like, you're not saying, like, I know the answer. Yeah. It's more so like, this is what I'm finding out.
Exactly. Yeah. And I struggle with that a lot, actually. It's like, even with my strength coaching, it's like, do I really know, like, what I'm doing? Like, am I helping this kid? Like, sometimes I just really question. And, like, even with the online training, I'm like, is it worth the price? Like, is this really gonna help? But it does.
Yeah.
Like,
the two things come to mind there. One is like the idea of imposter syndrome. It's like I don't remember who the quote could originally be attributed to, but it was like, if you're not running up into imposter syndrome, you're probably not challenging yourself enough.
I think so. Yeah. And it's like if you look back a year ago, 2 years ago, if it's kind of the same thing. If you don't look back and you're not a whole different person.
Yeah, you should look back and be like, idiot.
Like, golly, yeah, holy crap, what was I doing? And that's kind of a big theme of this podcast is just being flexible and able to pivot and able to change your mind.
And also like just being realistic with where you're at on the fucking journey. Like I'm solo producing a fucking 3-camera podcast by myself. Yeah. Like, and I've never been to this location before.
It's funny. Yeah.
And the other thing too, though, I was told I was doing like some like classic bullshit fucking health influencer shows in Costa Rica.
That's a classic, yeah. Health coaching on the beach.
At Envision at a Sacred Sons event. Like I was just like doing a men's group at a fucking music festival in Costa Rica. But that is actually the situation. And I went in fully aware of what it would sound like when I recounted this. But
it doesn't sound good. But
it was cool though. I went to the thing and it was like I knew that like I was like self-aware enough to know like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't have any issues. I don't need to go to a men's group. I did go. I was at this music festival in Vision, and like I knew the Sacred Sons guys were going to be there, and I'd heard of this like group of men or whatever, and like the men's group thing always like kind of weirded me out a little bit, partially because I have intimacy issues and that shit freaks me out. But part of it also like it's usually presented in like a way that doesn't seem very fucking productive. It's like overcompensating for masculinity, like dudes screaming in other dudes' faces. I'm like, this seems weird.
Yeah.
I've come to the conclusion that there's no real way to like capture any of that shit. It's so intimate that like even if it is the best shit, like you can't really talk about it or show it in a way that's gonna be like relatable. It's just like a lot. But anyways, I was there and I go and it's a camping festival, and the dude who's camping out next to the group that I was with is like, he's been at the Sacred Sons thing. I came to the second day of the festival and it was like a 7-day thing. He's like, I went yesterday. It was fucking amazing. Like, you should come. And I was like, okay, cool. And I'm not like fucking like, oh, I don't have any issues to work on. I know that there's like some shit in there or whatever, but I ended up going and it was fucking beautiful. I think they're doing like the best version of it I've ever seen. I ended up actually meeting the founder of it there or one of the founding members. Really fucking great. And I was doing this thing. It was like the 4th day of it or whatever. And I was told by this woman, she was in the group, but there were men and women in the thing too. And that's what makes them cool, that it's like the men should be there in service of women in the greater community instead of just like all about the man. But I was doing this thing where, you know, they get you into this whole like ecstatic state. It's very emotional. It's intense. We're like fighting dudes the day before or whatever. But I'm having this thing where I'm like holding hands with this fucking woman, just stranger, and we're like in this super emotionally like vulnerable state, and like they're like, tell this person like your fear or whatever. And like I was talking about this like that thing of like, you know, people like I've put myself out there and now people look to me and they like expect me to do this thing, and I'm like so afraid that like I might be leading people in the wrong direction, or like that I don't know, people expect this thing of me and I might not be enough for that thing. And she fucking told me this thing. Shout out to that lady. I don't know who the fuck she was, but it was beautiful. And she told me, she was like, I as a woman trust you because you're afraid of fucking up. Because you hold this thing, this container of being a guide for people with such reverence that you're afraid of fucking it up. I trust you more because of that, because I know you're actually going to care and you're actually going to put in that work. And I would say the same to you. It's like, I think it's a good thing. Like, instead of just, you know, we talked about other influencers who've like blown up and they're just like so sure about everything. And they're like, this is the fucking answer. This is the fucking way. And it's like, I think having a bit of humility is actually the thing that will allow us to be a different version of that. And that is what makes us a different version of that. And that's why I wanted to have you on the show and have this conversation and try to fold each other into everything that we're doing and collaborate more, because like I genuinely Nuance, I see you as a dude holding that fucking nuance of like, like I know some shit, but I also like I'm figuring stuff out and I'm willing to, you know, have discussion and be open-minded about it instead of being dogmatic. Yeah. So it's a weird fucking thing, but I think you're on like the right path to doing it. And I want to see more of your shit because I genuinely think you're a valuable voice that like our generation needs, man.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind words. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's always going to be something that you have, especially if you are introspective and honest with yourself. And I think everyone has it. It's just if they're willing to talk about it, which is a whole nother conversation about just being vulnerable and okay with being bad at things and like talking about your feelings, which is not very popular these days.
I could cut out that I fucked up this podcast.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, and people would do that.
But I think that's what we need, man. Like, that's why I didn't relate to health and wellness. Like, I was so against health coaches and life coaches for a long time. Like, I was like, this is disgusting. It's so unrelatable because it was always presented as this dude on top of the mountain who already made it talking down to people. Yeah. And like what I actually needed at the time, I realized was like somebody that's going to come on the journey with me and who would also relate their journey instead of like being, I'm perfect. It's like, I've been through some fucked up shit. This has been a struggle. I'm still struggling. I'm finding my way through it. Here's what I found.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's no, I guess there's no like key to the map. No. But what's there's a nice quote or like it's confusing the map for the territory. Mm-hmm. It's like you confuse what you think you know about the territory for the territory. And it's like that's the problem with the people that think they know everything. It's like, this is my map. And this is the real world, but it's not.
It's like a reference point. It's a proxy.
That's your map.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a weird fucking.
And your map may be good. Maybe good for some people.
Might be pretty solid.
But it takes some.
It might also fuck some other people up, and if they put everything into your map and you lead them down the wrong path. And that's why like just being humble about this stuff and being like open-minded about the things that we're discussing, I think is so fucking important.
Yeah, it's crucial.
Yeah, but I think that's like what the next generation of like health and wellness will be, and I think that the world really craves that. I think we see that in you know, so many people have been approached by a coach on Instagram or whatever at this point. Like our generation's become so like cynical and jaded about it, but I think that's because we're craving genuine, authentic
and
stuff.
that kind of goes into AI and like all this, like you have all these AI things, and I think I hope the next shift is like who's not using AI. Like, okay, who can I actually talk to, and that's like not like a DM chatbot,
Right.
That like this big coach that's like not actually talking to me, but I got like a
A
hey
me-
man,
a
what's
men-
up?
ManyChat.
Yeah. What
yeah.
it's like.
I
think-
message every new follower that I get, like genuinely. I send them a voice message, and I had a fucking guy hit me up, or he immediately responded, "Nice to see you're on ManyChat too, dude. Nice game." And I was like, I sent him a voice message back right away. I was like, "No."
Yeah. Well, and
This
there's
is me.
like, okay, back again. There's no like nothing inherently wrong with it,
Right.
But like, there's just I hope there's this pivot to like real coaching, and whether I mean online coaching can be real coaching. It just depends how it's done. But yeah, like I think not the next step, but like I guess the next shift will be like who's actually going to coach and not use AI and like actually be present. I was having a conversation the other day with someone about like how good AI is and like how I could use it to like do my coaching. What?
Yeah.
I
Is this a coach?
No.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Exactly.
I was like, I want to coach. But like I'm sure there's a ton of coaches that don't actually coach. It's like they probably just plug it into Claude.
I know them.
Here's my Excel sheet. This is this person's information. And it's like and you can use that to your advantage and use it, but like it shouldn't be making every decision.
Tool. Right?
Yeah, it's
like,
a tool.
I'm not gonna blanket give everybody here's GLP-1. Like it's gonna fix all your shit.
So that's kind of concerning.
Yeah.
But it's like no, you gotta be in the present moment and like actually coach, or like there's no point to this.
Dude, I had a moment. I don't know if you saw the thing the other day. I was like working on my motorcycle and I went on this like rant about ChatGPT because I like did the whole thing. It was like a 7-hour project, put it back together, and it just wouldn't start. I was like, what? And I was having a fucking crisis. And I like turned to ChatGPT and I was like, help me figure this out, because I couldn't find anything on the forums or anything. And well, I could have, and I did eventually, but I turned to ChatGPT like it was like late at night too. It was like 8 or 9, so I was like cooked, and I was like, let me just figure this out, ChatGPT. Just trying to diagnose it. It's electrical stuff, something I'm super not familiar with, and like, dude, it took me down the fucking craziest rabbit hole that was completely fucking wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
it had me like breaking other shit, and I legitimately almost like ruined my bike.
Yeah,
doing some
this
other
is pretty
shit.
pertinent because you said motorcycle. Great book, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking flip this fucking chair over. I don't know anybody. I know one other fucking person that's ever read that book.
Probably one of the most eye-opening books I've ever read. And
I've never had a book like fucking pierce me to my fucking
and the
soul
whole
like
the
that.
whole point. Everyone should read this, especially with the age of AI. Everyone
Yes.
should read this book, and the whole point is to stop. Like, well, for like what? Besides the whole quality thing,
I was about to say quality.
Yeah, goodness gracious. But like,
Phaedrus.
like, I kind of forget where I was going with AI, but like the whole point. Okay, like these people are using AI to do everything, but like they're not learning how to fix their motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like you should learn how to fix your motorcycle. You don't need
Yes.
to fix the motorcycle. You need to do it. You need to be doing the action. And then another point, a great point in that book is like, stop over intellectualizing everything.
Yes.
Just live. Because I guess I shouldn't spoil the book, but like you get to the end and you're like, I just needed to ride my bike.
Yeah.
And look at the trees, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
and he broke himself doing that,
Yeah.
seeking out the answers.
There's no answers.
Yeah. Just be.
The point is figuring it out.
Yeah.
There's no mountaintop.
Yeah.
It's not real. It's an
Yeah.
illusion. There's no ticket. Like there's no like point. It's the classic like I'll be happy when.
I'll
Like,
get healthy when.
You have to just choose to be healthy.
Yeah.
And that's a scale. It's like if you're trying to be healthy, like you're on the right path and there's no end goal. It's like you could have told me like there's just always going to be something else.
Yeah.
There's never going to be.
I mean, we look at like Brian Johnson, like who like
it's
like
a perfect
so
example.
far in this like crazy fucking
He's
direction.
like worried about like
Most of his calories come from olive oil. He's taking 62 fucking pills a day.
it's not that fun.
Yeah.
Like overindulge in some coffee, man.
Have a glass of wine, brother.
It's okay.
Yeah, like you will
yeah,
be
it's
okay.
not good for you.
No.
And any study that says like wine is good for you is wrong.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah.
like there's just no way.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's okay.
Well, it's like the thing with like the wine thing, which
Relax.
is really interesting. It's like it's not, yeah, because they're like the resveratrol, and it's like there more studies have come out or whatever, and it's like alcohol does reduce gray matter in your brain.
It's ethanol.
Yeah, it's like it's poison.
Yeah.
The point though, and it's like where people were right, and again, like this is like I guess the nuanced point of it is that what we get out of it is like the time that you have, and like that's the only reason why people do see some benefits, or when we look at like these blue zones or the longevity, it's
Yeah,
because of the
yeah.
social connection that it brings people,
Yeah.
because they fucking can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I love the fucking example of like one of the oldest like women to ever live or whatever was this French woman who lived to, I think she lived to like 118. She smoked until she was 105. Like that lady rips,
Yeah.
and she just was very active. She had a rich social circle.
Yeah.
She was just out all the
There's
time.
so many things that matter besides just.
You can't just mechanize it and break it down to its fucking thing like that.
And stress is stress is stress is
Yes.
stress.
Stress is the biggest thing.
If you stress about bad or about eating bad,
Yeah.
or like not eating good, like that's just as bad as the stress
Yeah.
as eating bad.
Have you seen the studies where they have the control, they tell people that it's like a gluten sensitivity study, and then they tell people that they're gluten sensitive, and then it's like this, like I forget what the type of study is called, but they tell people that they have gluten sensitivity, and then they tell them that they gave them gluten, and they break out in fucking hives.
Really?
They get the shits.
I need to look
they
at
throw
that one.
up.
Send
Didn't
that to me
didn't
if
give
you
them
remember.
any gluten at all.
Yeah.
None at all. There, another one I heard recently, which was like really fucking amazing, was this guy, his wife had left him or whatever the situation was, and he's like, I'm gonna kill myself. And he goes and he takes the bottle of pills that's sitting on his nightstand. He consumes a whole bottle of like 50 something pills. He's like ready to die. Changes his fucking mind. Goes to the hospital. Heart rate's going fucking crazy. Blood pressure's insane. They're like freaking out. They're like, this man's gonna fucking die. His vitals show that he's gonna fucking die. They're doing triage and all the shit. And they're like trying to figure out what pill he
Yeah.
took. He was a part of a study, a double-blind study, and he had the sugar pill.
No.
And then they
Wow.
fucking call the people. They get the number on the bottle. They call the people who are doing the study. They're like, he had a sugar pill. Within 15 minutes, his vitals are completely normal, and he went home. And it just like goes to show like
Yeah.
so much of this experience is like what we think
lived.
about.
It's just
but
lived
it's the
experience. Yeah.
stress
Yeah.
that we can put on ourselves or alleviate.
Yeah. And I mean, it's the whole thing. Like perception is reality.
For
I mean,
sure.
If like,
We create the world that we're in.
yeah, it's like you determine the effect of like what's going on. Like you choose to react, and that kind of gets butchered a lot. Like stoicism gets
It gets
put
taken
in
into a weird self-serving kind of way.
yeah,
a
it's
lot.
like nothing's real, or like
Like
I don't have to react. I should not
what's that
react.
fucking
No
clavicular
emotion.
talks about that
Yeah,
shit a lot.
it's
Like
like
they
it-
take it and it's like, dude, shut
But
the
that's
fuck up.
not
You
the
don't know.
point.
Yeah.
That's not the point
At all.
It's like you had, yeah. I forget where I was going, but it's like this whole like just misusage of stoicism, and I really lost my train of thought there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's just like people can use it to just like become like jaded. And like I even see myself doing this sometimes where I'm like, us being dudes who are like young and like really trying to take care of ourselves in a world, and that is our generation, it is like rare. So I think I can definitely get caught up in the cycle of like, no, and I am like a lot of ways like disagree with like the system of like the fucking modern world or whatever. So like I will subconsciously put myself in this thing where I'm like, I can't relate to anybody. But especially over the past couple of years, I've like really been pushing myself to go like be with the people more and just like be out in public. And I go to like public saunas a lot, and I
Yeah.
just like will have these conversations with people, and like you can almost always find something to fucking relate with people on.
yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part, I mean, like it's like the 1% stuff that, and it may matter. That
Yeah.
1% stuff is important, but like we're all people at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
not to like humanize terrible people, but like. Yeah, it's like you can't just live your life and be disconnected and
Yeah.
have like this stoic mindset of like it's all about me. Like
Yeah.
I can't react to anything.
We'll even see like, I don't know if you follow like Alex Ramosi at all, but
Yeah, it's just
he's
like
he's on a crazy journey though, where he just had. So he's always been that dude,
Yeah.
doubling down, like whatever. But he just had this fucking conversation with Tony Robbins, and Tony got his ass.
Yeah.
Tony's the goat, dude. Like he fucking got him. He like was like why do you think it's not okay to smile and laugh? And he
Yeah.
has him smile, and he calls his version of himself Anabolic Alex. That's like smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
And he genuinely gets him. And he's having this moment, this like kind of like crisis of faith in his thing where he's like, I'm doing the things, and I donated $1 million to the school, and it didn't mean anything to me. And like, I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know what's wrong. I did the thing and it's empty. And it's like, he's like, yeah, dude, like you're not having fun. You're not like enjoying your life. You're not dancing.
It's this whole like just work.
Yeah.
Because like, which can be tied to like modern ideas of being a man, which are just totally misguided, and this like workaholic culture we have. You just gotta dance in the rain a little bit.
Yeah, like have fun. And like the real sweet spot is like, can you hold this whole thing's gonna be called nuance. Can you hold the tension between these two different things?
Yeah, like go
And
into deep work and like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this done.
Yeah.
This is what I do. But
Yeah.
then like let it go have a beer.
Yeah.
Go, like if your friend's in town, like hang out with your friend.
Yeah.
Have a late night. Like, it's gonna be fine.
And Chris Williamson like sums this up really nicely in this quote or this idea he always talks about. He's like, we're often sacrificing our health for the thing that's supposed to get it, or our happiness for the thing that's supposed to get it. So like we're trying to like optimize so that we can be happy or whatever and like feel relieved at life, but we're like just reducing everything down to these like algorithms and like this is the way and this is the way, and like you lose touch with the fucking thing. So like you optimize yourself into a shitty existence.
Quality.
Right.
Like you're just searching.
Quality
for,
really is the fucking like
you're just searching for this. You're trying to name it.
Yeah.
Like there's no name.
Yeah.
This is getting so meta.
Yeah,
but like it's like like,
I am nothing and never was.
Like it's just I don't even know how to explain it.
You can't.
And like it's like my whole thing, like the story of my life. Like I can't name it. I just know it.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
And I know I need to do it. It's like
isness of
staying,
the
we were talking
business.
about it earlier today. Like I just know I need to be in Asheville. It doesn't make sense. It's expensive.
Makes zero
It's
fucking
not
sense
even a
for either of us to
sport
be here.
culture.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of jobs in my field. But like there's nowhere else I can go, and I know it. And when it's time to go, I'll know.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But there's just signs like when we met.
Yeah.
Like just things like that. Like like just so many signs where like I got lucky with my living situation.
Yeah.
Like I'm just supposed to be here. And
Yeah.
whether you believe in that or not, like
But it's like kind of like you can like try to spite it if you want, but like there's like a truth to it. Literally, could we talk about like how the fuck we met?
yeah.
I'll tell my end and you tell your
Okay.
end. So I'm like I'm not gonna like blow up the spot or whatever because it's blown up enough or whatever. But we're in Asheville, trying to go to a waterfall. It's like a nice, beautiful day or whatever. We go to the main waterfall at this like waterfall spot, and tried to take a microdose of mushrooms. Was not a microdose of mushrooms, and like immediately walk up to this other place. I'm like, this is not the like walk up. It's coolers out, bottles, blasting Fetty Wap. I'm like, this is not where I need to be right now.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And I'm down for some fucking Fetty Wap on occasion, but it's just like it was not where I was at. I was
Yeah,
going for
yeah.
peaceful nature, whatever. So we dip and we go to this other one that we'd never been to, and we're like, I don't even know if we're going the right fucking way. Coming up on some mushrooms, whatever, and find our way to this fucking thing, and like we finally like, made it to the fucking waterfall. We see the water, we're like, thank God. And I'm like, man, okay, cool. There's like, I don't have to like deal with people here or anything. And then I hear Jalen Ivory, and I'm like, tripping. I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't think you knew that either. I was like coming up on some
I didn't know that
shrooms.
till right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then it was just like you, and I was like, oh, what's up, dude? And you're like, dude, I've seen your stuff, or like I don't even know how, but you're like, I've seen your stuff, and I was like, oh, dude, what's up? And like, it was an immediate thing where it wasn't like, I don't know, some like weird thing. It was just like, oh, this is a friend, because I was in that like sensitive like kind of mushroom state where I'm like, people are weird, but I'm like, this is a friend. Like this guy's fucking cool. And then we connected on Instagram and have stayed in touch since.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said that you found
Yeah, so this had to have been like 2022, 2023 maybe. So like 3 years before, 2 years, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just my aux cord. I was on the way up from home, Hattiesburg, and I was driving into Asheville. And I'm like tuning to the radio, and I just hear these people talking. I think it was like surfing. You're talking about surfing or something, which makes sense. Or some health,
typical
yeah, or
analogies.
some health thing. And I was like, okay, I'll listen to this. And like, and I can't even remember. They like barely said your name, and like I didn't get it, and because I came in the middle of the interview, and like I don't think I got the full thing, and I heard like Jalen or something. So I was just looking on Instagram, like looking for Jalen.
That's such like a hard name to spell too.
Yeah, no, I couldn't find it, and then I think you popped up or something like on my feed because like you're somewhat local, I guess, talking about health, so it probably came up. I was like, oh, I think this is the guy. I think this is him. So I gave you a follow, and then I go on a hike with my buddies. I can't remember who it was. May have been. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And then I see him like that has to be him.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like Jalen, and then
it's such a trip.
There, yeah, it's
such
pretty
a
wild.
trip.
Yeah,
and that was a crazy moment for me too, because I was like going through. It's just so crazy the way that shit works out. I was going through like kind of a crisis of faith with like the whole. I fucking have a really contentious relationship with social media, and like I'm like, what am I fucking doing? Is this even worth it? Like, does this fucking matter? I was like trying to pick. I go through this thing where I like put social media down and I'm like not marketing myself or putting shit out there, and then I'll try to get back into it, and then like shit's just like not popping. I'm like, this doesn't even matter. I'm putting all this effort into these videos, nobody even fucking sees them. Go do these interviews, they don't fucking matter or whatever, the podcast, whatever. And it was just like such a fucking like cool little moment of like keep going, like from the
and I'll challenge you a little bit there. It's like, I mean, what do you want?
Yeah,
like what are you really looking for?
Yeah,
like. Do you really want to blow up that much and like be that kind of?
No,
exactly.
I've
so
like deliberately stifled my growth.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be one. I don't want to. I don't like I don't want to go to a waterfall and have a guy call my name like I did to you. Maybe one every now and then. Like
it was chill.
Yeah. It's like I don't want that. I really don't. So it's like, what exactly do I want from this?
Yeah.
And like challenge, like it's the same thing with Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. It's like it's not. There's nowhere to get.
Yeah. It's like just like do the thing that you love, like whatever the fuck the ineffable love is. Like just do that. And I've even gone through I'm constantly going through these crises and revelations, but like. Where I've realized even recently, like I got into a similar cycle, left working for this company or whatever, was trying to get back into the fucking coaching thing. Always had a couple clients in the background, but started like pushing it. And I'm like, I go through these waves of like, I'm not realizing where I'm not taking the thing seriously enough and that I have like more room to grow. And it's weird because like the creativity and the thing that I'm putting out there is tied to like my financial stability. So it like, that's where it gets me. It's like, you're
that's
fucking,
the hard part. Yeah.
That's the tough part. Yeah. And, like I keep going through these waves, and it's cool because like every time I do, I get deeper and deeper, closer to myself, and being able to create authentically and like honestly express myself and like really just do the shit that I fucking love. And like this is that, like this podcast really is that. This is all I would fucking do. Having these conversations about like the state of the world with people that I fuck with, that's what I want to do. Like that's really it, and that's why we're here today.
It's you kind of just figure out what you want to do, and you got to follow that. Like I have a lot of conversations with friends about like their future and like what they want to do, and a lot of guys just struggle. And it's like we're kind of lucky because like we know.
What we just chose to actually do. Most people know, kind of.
And I have some friends, and it's like I give them advice, and it's like this. Like don't.
I'm not like telling you anything like revolutionary.
You know what you need to do.
Yeah.
So. This sounds so bad nowadays, but like man up and do it
for real,
or like grow up.
Yeah.
I think grow up's a better word.
I mean,
man up has
take it further, like grow some fucking balls and like do it. But
like,
it is a
whatever.
thing of like
However
believe in yourself, give yourself a shot.
Yeah, that's all it means.
Love yourself, right?
Like take care of yourself enough, like you would to some other person.
What would you tell your friend? Yeah, because like a lot of it's like, come on, dude.
But sometimes you do need that kick in the ass. Like that's what you need to do. Do it.
Yeah.
But then you just got to do it.
Yeah.
But it's like that you should. It's like another thing I can't put into words. You should just know like what to. I feel like everybody knows the right thing to do. Like when have you been in a situation where like, you did not know what to do?
Yeah, it's really rare.
And if you don't, then there's nothing to do.
What we have often is just the inability to make the decision. It's just like doing the thing isn't hard. Thinking about the thing is doing, or thinking about doing the thing is hard. And it's like I'll have people flip a coin. I'm like, it's like a binary thing or whatever. I'm like, flip a coin. This is that choice. This is that choice. And then flip the coin. Grab it out of the air. Yeah. And then I'm like, what did you want it to land on? Yeah, you fucking knew.
And it kind of flows into like most of the problems aren't even real. Like I kind of messed up at work one time. Like I missed a meeting and like, I'm like, oh my God, it's over. I'm done. And I called my boss and he's like, okay,
dude,
I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. You're going to miss a meeting.
And you're
like,
so
shout out my
worked
boss.
up in your
'Cause, like,
body.
he's good at that. Like, he understands, like, stuff's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's not even a problem yet.
Yeah.
If my boss was mad, then
Yeah.
it's a problem. Then I got to work it out.
Yeah.
But, like, I've just created.
What's the saying? Like, people who worry, they die twice.
Yeah.
Like, once before,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they stop living, and then,
Yeah.
like, once when they actually get there. Dude,
It's so weird.
I was at the, I'm not going to say which, I'm going to dox myself. But I was at a gym training a client, and it was a crazy multi-layered situation, but I was basically, like, distracted by, like, a pretty girl, which is, like, really stupid. But, dude, I don't know. It's just, like, the temptations of the flesh.
Yeah.
Some chick was doing, like, sprint work at the gym and was like doing some crazy
Shout out sprint work.
plyometrics. Dude,
Shout out sprint
brother.
work.
She was cool.
Underplayed.
She was cool. She was
form
just a
of
really pretty girl,
exercise.
but she was
Yeah.
like doing some really cool shit. I'm like, that girl's like really just interesting.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm like, I need to talk to that girl. I'm not
Yeah.
like that in any way. But like she walked out when I was like pulling out, and I like my dog was like in the fucking car, and like he was distraction or whatever. I just like wasn't fully there in what I should have been doing or whatever. But I like clipped this dude's car that was he was parked very close to me, but I clipped his car, and I had just noticed that my car was just starting to touch his car, and I was like, I can't even believe this is fucking real. Like,
Yeah.
I never do anything like that. I just saw somebody do a hit and run the other day and, like, fucking reported it because I talked to the guy whose car it was. And
Yeah.
they fucking did a hit and run. The cops called me. It was a whole crazy fucking thing. I was like, now this is me. It's fucked. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, looking for the dude. I can't find the fucking dude. I write this car with, like, write this note with, like, super shaky hands. And I'm, like, every like morality's out. I'm like, should I run? Like, I have to find this guy.
Yeah.
Should I run away? And I'm like going the why. I'm like literally looking for cameras. I'm like, did they see me? Like, could I fucking get away
Yeah.
with this? And there's a fucking fat dent on this dude's car. His bumper's ripping off, and like it's cracked too. And I'm like, no, you can't fucking run. I'm like, go in there. Like, you came in here to try to find the dude. Don't look for cameras. Look for the guy.
Yeah.
Try to find the guy. Can't find the guy. Supposed to go to jiu-jitsu, and I was supposed to film for somebody at jiu-jitsu, and like I'm late. I text him. I'm like, I have to do the right thing. I have to wait for this guy. I just like knew in my fucking heart that I needed to fucking wait. I just knew it. So I waited. Dude comes out, and I'm like, so shaky. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry. I left a note. I'm so sorry. I did. He's like, he grabs me. He's an older guy. Grabs me. He's like, I did that to my car. I just backed into
Yeah.
a wall in the same exact spot.
Yeah,
And he's
that's
like,
crazy.
you didn't do that.
Yeah.
He's like, you're okay. And I was like, I just hugged him. I was like, dude. And then I saw him yesterday just walking around too. It was
Nice.
so
That's
crazy.
funny.
But
Yeah.
like in my head, I was
Yeah.
dead. I was
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
my
it's funny.
insurance was going to go up. Everything
Yeah.
was fucked.
That's how it goes.
It's
Yeah.
always worse in our fucking head. And I think there's
Yeah.
a really cool thing to realize in that is if it's always worse in our head, then like we can guarantee, like we can make that practical. Like it's never that fucking bad. Like it's always
Rarely.
Yeah,
I mean, like-
almost never.
And-
There, I
but
mean, there
then-
will be some times, and like that's where we form that because like that one time it was actually fucking that bad.
Yeah.
But
like
very rarely.
in those times, you really, if it's that bad, it's like, what
You'll
are you
deal
gonna
with it
do?
when you get there.
You can't do anything if it's that bad.
And it doesn't
Like,
do any good to fucking raise your blood pressure like that
Yeah.
dude in the fucking that
Yeah,
study or
but-
whatever. Like
yeah,
freak
but-
yourself out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like we just have to like fucking breathe. And like ultimately it comes down to like I've always like been good with the physical health thing, good with the mental health thing, good with the even the emotional health thing. But like over the past few years, like I don't know, getting into like I guess like I don't know, spiritual-ish, I guess. And like I've always struggled with that fucking word. It was always like really against religion growing up, veered away from it, got into the health world, ironically from like yoga. My mom was a yoga teacher and I like got into that world. But like for me over the past few years, like there's really been this like understanding that like I've always had this connection to something bigger than me. And it's not like some fucking white dude in sandals, but it's like there is this sort of like way that life works and like having faith that things work out. And it's like summed up greatly in this thing of it always works out in the end. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. Like
Yeah.
you'll be okay, man. Like you're not going to die right now. And if you do, then you're fine. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like-
you're done.
yeah.
Good night, son.
Yeah. Yeah. But just like getting that worked up about shit just like doesn't really.
But
do
yeah,
us any
sometimes
good.
it's hard though. It's easier said than done. Like
For sure.
Yeah, like we.
I mean, I'm
both
the
know.
fucking mindfulness guy, and I was fucking having a
Yeah,
panic
yeah.
attack over nothing.
Like just like my situation. So
Yeah.
it's just human nature, I guess.
Mhm.
One thing kind of leads me into that. I've been trying to. I'll find myself like I'll just be doing the dishes.
Trying to do them
I was
fast.
like, why? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the dishes every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I better learn how to
Yeah.
relax. And same thing, like I'm like getting ready for bed. I'm like scrubbing my teeth. Like I'm like, just relax. It's a very under discussed issue, and like maybe not. I would say mostly under discussed.
Yeah.
Like
It's a lack of mindfulness.
just slow down.
Yeah.
Like, and I treat that as like meditation.
It
Like,
is. And meditation is really just any time that your feet and your head are aligned.
Yeah, I don't hate. I think it's a disservice to think of meditation and like a field, like a green, like grassy pasture, like sitting crisscross applesauce.
You have
and
to be
thinking,
crisscross. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
it's like meditation is the act of like just being present and like
100%.
just doing you. And it's like just be present.
There's like that.
It's hard though. Like I
Yeah.
really struggle with it. Like every time I'm cooking, I'm like, all right, I gotta go. Like, but like, I'm rarely in a rush. Like I'm pretty good with time. It's like I'm not gonna be late. I don't know. It's something I've been trying to work on.
Yeah, it's a constant process.
Yeah.
So there's like that Zen Buddhist saying or whatever of like, if you're so worried about eating the peach when you're washing the dishes, you'll never enjoy the peach when you get there because you'll be worried about something else.
It's like, and then like, whatever. I lost what I was
I
gonna
mean,
say,
fucking
but,
Ram Dass said it best, be here now.
Yeah.
Be here now.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, there's nothing else to do besides now.
Yeah.
Like, it's, and then like, when it's time to go, like in your workout, go balls to the wall and like be in that mode. Like learn how to switch it, learn how to pull these levers. But then when you're done with the workout, do some breathing, some box breathing, and exit the workout, and you're done.
Regulate.
Like,
Bring it back down.
It's a big piece, I think.
Yeah, just like awareness of the state that you're in and making sure that you're in the right state for the right thing at
and
the
like
right time.
everyone's always in like high stress states, like
Just
all
go,
day.
go,
Yeah.
Productivity. I mean, that's
And
what's
this
caused...
comes from like me doing it. I'm not shitting on
I mean, this
anybody.
even relates to us to like the world that we have so many issues with the whole like corporatocracy thing. It's like always about the material and the money, and we gotta go and we gotta do this thing. Yeah, it's like I gotta fucking like rip this Adderall because it's gonna make me fucking talk better, present better at work, get this shit done. And it's like, dude, like that is why we're in this fucking situation. That's why we fucking killed like 92% of big fish in the ocean. That's why we're fucking ruining the fucking planet in so many fucking ways. That's why we all have fucking microplastics in our fucking balls. Like, we've lost the plot, dude. We fucking lost the plot. And if we can just slow down a little bit, and that's exactly why I love this thing. This is why I'm so passionate about this podcast, is like, I want to have conversations with people who are going through this type of shit and who are maturing emotionally, mentally, and spiritually as well, to like understand that like it's fucking okay. And I really just genuinely believe it's just a skill set that we haven't developed because we haven't seen these types of conversations had. We're seeing more of it now.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important for our generation, people that relate to us. I think there's people that will uniquely relate to you, will uniquely relate to me, and just generally our generation needs voices to speak up about this stuff because even, you know, we have like Huberman and Chris Williamson and whatever, those people, but like we need to be having these conversations. We're getting the fucking world handed to us now. We're taking the reins. It's time that we start taking responsibility for ourselves and for our role.
Yeah, I couldn't say it any better.
Yeah. See, weirdly enough, it kind of reaches a narrative arc.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's
I was
fucking
wondering.
weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
You felt it there, right?
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
was that it?
Yeah.
That was it.
Nice.
It's so strange. Shout out Jordan Peterson. He told me that I have some issues with him too, but hey.
Yeah.
Also, I hope he's still alive because apparently he's just about to die again. Anyways.
Yeah, I heard that.
Shout out JP. Dude, shout out to you. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah,
This
of
has
course.
been fucking an awesome conversation. I want to have you back on. We could talk forever.
I see. I could see us going to 6, and
We
we
could-
started at 1:45.
Yeah. Classic hour and a half late.
Yeah.
But just relax a little bit.
Don't
It's all
matter to
good.
me,
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, man. I would absolutely love to have you on. Open invite anytime.
Yeah,
I hope
cool.
to see more stuff from you on
Yeah.
social media. I want to collaborate more. I think we have a lot of cool stuff to talk about offline. But hopefully, guys, you'll be seeing Heath more.
Okay.
I really appreciate you, and it genuinely is heartening to me. It like reinvigorates my like belief and like faith and like peace of mind that like our generation is having these types of conversation. Like it reminds me of the goodness in me, and I think that that's like what a good friendship, a good like partnership, collaborator, and just good dynamic in any sort of relationship is like that which truly inspires you, which is to like fill you with the spirit of goodness. So that's what this has been for me, man, and I hope it has been for you guys, people watching at home. Excuse my fucking audio and video problems. We might have missed a few minutes of the conversation, but we picked it back up.
I think we made up for it.
We made up for it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. So appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.